All right. All right. Hold on. We live right now? We are. We are live. Okay, great. I got it. How do you do the intro video shit, man? All right. Hmm. All right. So this is weird. All right. I thought we'd get a boost, but I guess everyone's streaming right now, honestly, on this Wednesday afternoon. So let's see. I'm gonna tweet this link out. Not the joining link. All right. So we are gonna tweet this out. Hmm. All right. I might just honestly call it. If it doesn't have a big turnout, I might just get to work instead of a. I'll hang for a little bit though. We'll see. I'll send the link out to some people. It's kind of dead right now. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Oh, I don't need to send the link on Facebook if I'm streaming on Facebook. I will say that I am live. I'm. This sucks, man. Hold on. How do I? Right here. There you go. And we're going to put this on Instagram. This whole part, if you're watching this after the fact, this whole however many minutes of the stream is going to be unbearable. I'm sorry. Normally I'm better. All right. I just came from the PopXP. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I almost doxed you, Bobby. Or not doxed you, but you're. All right. What's up, one viewer on YouTube? How we doing, one viewer on YouTube? I didn't get any new fucking subscribers. That was a lot of bullshit, man. All right. Where the hell are you, Bobby? He said coming, but he's not, man. He's a liar. He's a liar, and I can't stand. All right, what do we want to talk about, man? Is the Flash Gordon? It should be on my watch list already. If it's not, I'll make sure it's on there. How you guys doing? All right, so I'm gonna bother some people. Maybe assemble my own ensemble cast here. And what do we want to do? And we're gonna roll into a little something. We are going. What do we want to do? I hadn't thought this far ahead. I was just kind of like, oh, we'll do something. Dude, this is the most. I'm doing a bad job. I'm sorry. I'm new to this. Not an excuse. All right. I think. Do we want to watch something? Didn't go so well last time. All right. All right. I did want to watch the new Winnie the Pooh trailer. But do I want to? Let me see if there's anyone I can bother to join my little cult here. Yeah, Bobby in here talking about how I'm later than a certain book, and he's out here. Look at him, taking his sweet time. What do I want to watch, man? Let's see. I mean, okay. What do I want to talk about? Honestly, shout out to you, YouTube viewer. I'm doing a shitty job. I'm doing a shitty job entertaining you. Okay. I'm thinking. So, first of all, if you're not, this is Post-PopXP after party. So, if you came from the PopXP, make sure you guys. I'll put the. Is there a way to put it so everyone sees it on StreamYards? Let me check right now. Should be. Right. I mean, I think so. Isn't that how it works? The PopXP. Oh wait, I don't even need any. You just kind of add it here, and I think if I post it here, everyone. Jesus, that boop was deafening for me. Could you guys hear that? Now I'm gonna keep you waiting for a second, dickhead. What's up, bitch? You make it so hard to like you, well, I try. Why are you? You sound like you're down the hallway. Oh, yeah, hold on. Check. Coming through okay? Yeah, man. Dude, I'm disappointed the Game Awards video hasn't gotten more likes.
Wait, hold on a second. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Can you hear me clearly? Because I think I was having trouble with my mic earlier. So can you hear me or not? Is it muffled? Okay. He's writing something down, so I guess I'm having a problem with the mic. It's not focusing. You.
You told me to shut the fuck up, dumbass. That's what it said. Because you did. You said shut the fuck up and then asked me to answer you. Like
that 30 seconds worth of cringe was definitely worth the payoff for that.
Yeah, no, I can barely hear you, man.
Really? Okay.
You gotta talk to Blevins maybe about getting a mic. But I've been able to hear you better. Like it's still actually normally you're very loud.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like your audio levels are like when I was editing the video.
I've noticed that.
It wasn't bad, dude. I gained no new subscribers from that. None.
Let me figure out this shit.
No subscribers. Okay. Dude, because I was like, man, dude, we're going to have I'm going to get a good off the coattails, and it ended up being a small stream.
And that was the other thing, too. I changed my name, right, because from the handle to my real name, because for whatever reason, this confuses the shit out of everyone, that I'm like, that's like my secret identity, American Brute or whatever. It's not just a handle, because people on Twitter, everybody on Twitter or every social media ever, they always use...
Oh!
What?
Jesus Christ, that's loud as you... Hang on, turn it... There was a middle level where it was like, okay.
Dude, I didn't do anything. I was looking for the settings. I didn't actually touch anything.
Okay, well, for a second, it was like ear
what
rape.
The fuck? That's so weird.
That's so quirky. All right.
So wait a minute. Well, how does it sound now?
I mean, I don't like your voice in general. No way! Van Bullman, subscribe to Van Bullman, guys. It's my first fan channel.
Yeah, fan. So wait, so am I clear now? Am I clear? Okay. Am I succinct?
Yeah. Yes, I can. You're good enough.
Just a simple fucking yes or no. That would have been so helpful. You gotta give the in between answers. You gotta just give a fucking
Of course, gotta keep it interesting. Wait, keep talking for a sec.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
You want more Listerine?
Oh, because
Oh yeah, it's a little loud, Bobby.
What's wrong with it, man? Sometimes it goes up. Bobby, drink more Listerine. I was sick, dude. Who is this guy?
This is Van Bull. Hang on, I was showing you some of his videos. All right, I feel like he wants me to. Van Bullman, do you want me to check out your channel again?
You know who this is, right? Like it's not just.
I'm aware.
Okay. Yeah, no, bro. My throat was bothering me, and I heard if you gargle with mouthwash, it actually helps soothe your throat. So that's what I was trying. Your concern is touching, by the way.
Oh, I was typing something. Oh, yeah, your thing is definitely a little loud. Maybe,
what the fuck? How am I gonna? All right, hold on. Let me go to my settings.
No, let me go to
I'm just surprised people were watching the past streams. I just thought, subscribe. Listen to the man. Subscribe.
I'll get everyone to leeching off my new viewers, Van Pullman. Although all right, here's my theory on what just happened because I got an uptick in viewers. My thought process is that he told everyone to watch me. Which, if that's true, thanks. Yeah, everyone keep my streams open. You know what I mean?
Is he actually important?
Ow!
Oh my god! All right, hold on. Hold on. I got an idea. Hold on.
Ow!
I'm sorry. All right. Relax. Is it still really that loud? Maybe I should just keep it very far away from me like this.
I don't think Blevins liked the language in our Game Awards video. That's what he was hinting at.
When did he say that?
Well, he didn't say it. He just... I don't think... he said he had to skip around a lot, and my assumption is that means... Because, we were saying bad things.
Well, tough shit. This is our brand.
I know.
I stay loyal to the original
Edge
audience.
Lords.
Yeah, I don't conform.
No, I agree. Listen, I do think there's, but no, I love Blevins. I can't wait to have him back sometime. Okay.
No, I like him. It's just I don't agree with that criticism at all. In fact,
I don't know if he said it.
I was watching that video. It was very well edited, other than the fact that you fucked up the year of the award show, which is kind of important. But it's okay. I know who I'm dealing with, so it's not a big deal.
I'm gonna ignore that comment. All right. So first things first. First, I want everyone to check out the PopXP. All right.
Check out the PopXP. Why did you call me American Brute to Billy? Okay. Now he's like.
Well, because he knew. No, because he knew. He knew that. We're gonna go to Van Bowman. Don't worry, I'll give you in a second. Van Bowman. What do you think of that? What do you think of that?
Is that really you in that picture?
It is.
Why isn't that in your
my thing?
Your banner.
This is we've watched this before.
Oh yeah, this shit. Okay, now I remember this guy.
I feel like we need more people in here to really appreciate that. No, but Billy, I was saying American Brute because you were commenting, dum.
Yeah, but you know how certain people have like nicknames in like if you're on Twitter, like you don't have to necessarily have your full name.
Hold on. Fuck yeah. All right, so yeah.
Like you'll be on Twitter, maybe your name is like
Penis Man.
Yeah, like Penis Man 42 or some shit.
Yeah, right.
It's like one of those. My name isn't legally Penis Man 42,
but it could be.
All right, I'm talking to an imbecile here. So,
boom. Okay.
Oh yeah, but Buzz wants to get on. He was talking to me. He's like, "Yeah, I'll hop in sometime." So.
Oh no way!
I was on his Slash movie. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't know what that means.
But yeah, I was talking to him on his whatnot that he had to shut down early because I don't know, the whole site is working or something tonight. It was weird. So all
right, hold on.
Yeah.
Dude, I really can't wait to get Buzz on.
See if did you put this on Facebook yet?
It's already on Facebook Live.
All right, well hold on, let me check Facebook. He might be there cursing at you already.
That'd be amazing. No, because I'd be getting the messages probably. Let me check it.
All right. You have to go to live chat. Yeah, nobody's in the live chat. Is there a way you could tag him? I'd tag him.
You got one Facebook viewer. Hold on a second. I want to show you this important video because Van Bowman, he's being very patient, but I think it's time. All right.
Why is it Vant Bowman though?
That's a good question.
Like I know obviously your name is Vaughn. It's sort of a play on words, but why Vant? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Can he maybe explain himself?
You could try. He speaks in broken English. All right, hold on a second. Let me know if he's Englishman.
Is he American, this Vant?
Yeah.
Sounds like maybe it could pass for like Indian. I guess maybe Vant.
Maybe.
If somebody called you Vant, like you'd be like, that's not like a John or a Tim, No. Doesn't really.
All right, now ready for this?
What the fuck?
Yo, can someone throw me some toilet paper? Now, Bobby, how did you feel about that?
This Vaunt, what's this guy's name again? Vance, whatever the fuck. This guy's, I'm already a fan of this guy.
All right, so we have a few. What do you think of this one?
All right, that one sucked, but the first one was pretty funny.
All right,
now he's literally cursing at you in broken English, literally taking you verbatim. Curse you. I curse you.
I cast a plague upon your house.
Is that a pun because of the Listerine? I cast a plaque upon your houses.
I don't think so. You're thinking.
I think I'm giving this guy too much credit.
What do you think of this? What'd you do that?
That was a good one. Dude, they got this shitty UP shoot up.
Wait.
Scalar. All right, whatever.
Wait,
But
hang on. I want to try and decide. Wait.
What are you trying to say?
Wait for. I'm trying to even understand like what the correct spelling of whatever he's saying would be.
Dude, Vant, you should like superimpose Vaughn's face on Joker during the Murray scene where he blows Robert De Niro's brains out. And
all right. So who would be Robert De Niro in this reality?
Wouldn't be me.
Wouldn't be. Well, it could be though.
It absolutely wouldn't be me.
Are you sure? Could be though.
I'm trying to think.
Could be.
Nah, don't make it me.
Like it could be.
Make it like the English language or something like that. They're just like some stupid, like.
Yeah, how about no, Bobby? That's a shitty idea. Honestly, fuck you.
Okay, I see how it is. You get one.
Idiots cannot read.
Guy's got one stalker and he thinks he's a celebrity now, huh, Vaughn?
Okay.
So, I like how you got demoted on PopXP. That was so funny. That was the funniest shit tonight. That was the highlight of my night. It goes from executive producer to associate producer to intern.
I don't think I was ever executive. It was associate and then intern.
I could have swore I heard executive at some point.
Idiots. All right, boys. So
yeah, I'm done trying to figure out what he's saying. I don't have. Yeah, this is like some schizophrenic fit that I'm listening to in real time here.
What mic are you using?
Am I having a problem again?
Well, it's just a little loud, man. That's all.
Still?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna back it up.
All right, watch it in a second, Van. Jesus.
I have my shit backed up like a foot away from my face.
Well, is it like, just what are you using now?
It's like this USB microphone. It's a whole setup thing here.
How much did you spend on it?
$40-$50. It's a decent mic. It's just I don't know. It's just loud.
Do you have anything turned up on there? Like any gain?
No. How do you? Where do I go to? I'm trying to find the settings on the.
Is it an app? Is it?
No, it's just. I'm sure if I go to like mic settings on my. Can't ever be right. Dude, you just run. A meme account shitting on like probably the most easy shit on human being never lived. Okay. So please, your plate's a little bit, set for you if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Don't ever compare what we do to what you do, which is making me laugh actually.
So let's see. I was shit on today's stream and the Game Awards stream.
Yeah, no, there's a common thread if you'll notice.
Yeah, I've noticed it. We're gonna go to.
We love you, Vaughn.
We're gonna go to. Have you seen the Street Fighter one?
I remember I saw the one where you're slapping the shit out of Chris Rock.
Yeah. Well, no, this is a different one.
The Joker one.
Hold on, pay attention.
Perfect.
I don't get it. What was the point? They just fucked up the car?
The point is that I'm in Street Fighter. That was the whole joke of it. That like it was funny because I'm like not in Street Fighter, but like I am.
Yes, they are.
Fucking,
yes.
But, you're a fucking asshole.
I could definitely see people seeing you on the street and be like, wow, look at that Street Fighter character right there.
Bobby, you're the fucking worst, man. Did you watch Infinity War?
No.
Really?
Nor did I watch Endgame because I don't watch stupid shit ass movies.
I thought they were good. But anyway.
My case rests. I'm sorry. I feel bad for that one.
Not finding that Kiddios suck. They better. All right. Oh wait, I could hang on. I know.
Van Pullman. See, yeah, but definitely see if I'm watching the live chat, man. Nobody's here.
Yeah. My theory is that Van Bowman got a bunch of people to watch.
Why? Who's watching? Oh, there's 5 people watching?
Yeah, it's just like a record, man. Well, it's not, but it.
Hi, people. You beautiful people in the chat. Beautiful, gorgeous people. Please hit like and subscribe.
Yeah, please.
See, Vaughn has a very rare disease that eats away at his, I don't know, his appendix. You know, which is terminal. Like if you lose your appendix, you're dead.
You're dead. You're fucked.
Right, it's not one of these things you could just remove easily and just get rid of. It's not like this thing you don't need. So if he loses that, he's fucked. So please definitely hit subscribe. Every single like and subscribe, like 5 cents, will get donated by the American Appendix Foundation to save Vaughn. Mm-hmm. He needs saving. Look at him. Look at them.
I'm real. I swear. Oh, Juju, if you want to come in, you're more than welcome.
Man, I will tell you this. I'm not even saying
Bobby, it's so fucking wow.
Hold on. Let me move it.
It's like ears.
Dude, hold on.
My ears are bleeding, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna try whispering. What if I try whispering? Hold on. Why is it so loud? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I didn't create the problem.
In a way, you did one.
Oh. Explain.
Don't make me. Hold on. I'm going to Google this.
I love Post-PopXP after party, but no one from PopXP is gonna come in.
I mean, look, the title was my idea, and I feel like I haven't been given adequate.
What do you
credit.
mean? What? That's like I would call it that too. I was gonna call it that anyway. You fucking ass.
No, you didn't.
I'm watching you guys at work right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, Juju's great. She's an artist.
Hold on 1 second.
I don't know if I'm. Am I allowed to mention what I worked on for you, or because I just or am I even allowed to have mentioned that I did work anyway?
Well, we know now, genius. So
yeah, that's why. Yeah, excuse me, sorry.
So bad. You got so bad. It was so funny. You got so
Bobby,
irritated.
I want to pull up a picture of you.
What? Why?
Hang on.
It's probably gonna be very unflattering. It's probably gonna be like.
It's perfect. Well, it's a bunch of images.
Well, you know what? I guess I deserve it because I've been shitting on you.
I lied. It wasn't actually going to be a picture of you. It was going to be just the Google search results for stupid fucking idiot. But no funny pictures came up.
Look, Vaughn. Look how much I'm laughing.
That makes it funny.
Look how hard I'm laughing.
All right, go for it. Oh yeah, so Juju, Jules made a comic, and I'm an editor for it. So she's writing and doing the art for her own comic. Mm-hmm. And yeah,
nice, very nice.
Bobby Christmas gets it is. All right. So.
Gets what? What? What the fuck? What?
It isn't.
Get isn't. I don't. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I have no idea. Bobby,
please.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What does that mean? I'm not even joking. I legit don't understand what that means.
All right. We're gonna go to
Get isn't. Hold on, I'm still trying to figure out the.
Morbius. Pay close attention. It's important.
I'm not paying attention at all.
You need a doctor?
Fuck you!
I should have died years ago.
You
People all over the world have my disease. I'm here to find a cure.
Bobby, you're not even watching it,
Take
man.
the risks.
Moves into a nice suburban neighborhood.
All right, hold on a second, Bobby. Hello?
How's that sound?
I don't know. It's a barely audible.
All right, hold on. It's at 37 now. How about now?
That's good.
Right there?
That's
Okay.
good. Yeah.
All right. Now we can go back to whatever the fuck we're doing.
Whoa! Just shut up again.
Really?
Yes.
Oh man, this is so fucking annoying.
I would be inclined to agree, man.
All right, what about now?
Barely audible, but start talking.
What about now?
It's a little better.
How about now?
It's good. Yeah, I guess. It's okay.
We're at 57 out of. All right, so let me try like 60 something. All right. How now, Brown? Now, try 66. Is that good?
Yeah, I think this is good.
This is too loud or too good? All right.
It's good. Oh, nope. Then it shot up.
My God. Damn.
Oh,
What about now?
good.
Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it at this.
Keep it at whatever that is.
58. All right. That's what I'll keep it at.
Okay. But it might shoot up, and if it does,
Well, if it does, I don't care.
I will. My viewers will.
Only to discover that things aren't exactly as they seem.
People are strange.
Dr. Michael Morbius, you've been missing for 2 months.
When you're a stranger,
Then you were found on a container ship that washed up off of Long Island.
faces look ugly. When you're alone,
What did you do to yourself, Doctor?
So last night I was reading this Robin 80th anniversary special, and I really loved it, and I felt like I needed to talk about it.
I went from dying to being more alive.
They actually look professional.
Not exactly. I have increased strength and speed and some form of bat radar.
There are limits.
There's something inside of me. It wants to hunt.
Yo, who is this guy that devotes this much time to you, dude? Seriously?
It was concerning.
And you control it.
I don't know.
Half the city wants to kill you.
We haven't had anything this good since that thing in San Francisco.
You heard the man. We have a madman on the loose, so don't hesitate.
The other half wants to control you.
Hey,
Did you see the Cypher
maybe I
cameo?
should stay in touch.
I actually missed it.
I'd do anything to save a life. But I don't know what.
You save lives, you don't take them.
Wow, I can't believe this game.
Or to destroy it.
What do you think of that, man?
It actually makes me want to see the actual Morbius, to be honest with you.
It's really good, man.
I know it's
Wow.
not good. Well done. Well done, Vant. I looked away for a second because I thought my dog was dropping his shit on the floor. I was like, no, bad doggy. Don't do that. It's not good.
We're done for now.
What do you mean we're done for now? The fuck that's mean?
I'm done with you, man.
What do you mean you're done with me?
We're done. We're through.
What did I say? Because my dog was shitting. That's so
No,
bad.
I didn't even hear. I didn't even hear what you said. I just thought it. I just closed the tab and I said I'm done. And then you were like, "With what?" And I'm just like, "With you."
Yeah, that's
you had to be there.
It's usually what separates a good host from a bad host, or things like this. But I digress. What? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Boone now, or I still on you. All right,
oh my
fine. God. Hold on, this guy's threatening me, so we have to watch Boone.
Clearly, he's serious, so absolutely do it right now.
Yeah, I'm really scared, man.
Why? You know who it is. It's not just some random guy.
That's what you think.
You said you know him.
Well, in a manner of speaking.
Oh, so you don't know who this is?
No, I do.
Oh, okay. Liar.
Don't make fun of me, man. Just because I really like you, Nick. My name's Buddy.
Yo.
Yeah, it's good.
I need to know the truth.
Vance Bowman.
The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
Oh. This is in Dune?
You've proven you can rule yourself.
Yes.
Something
yes, Juju.
Ancestors learned.
I got Nick. I got you, Nick.
He's losing it. Arrakis is a death trap.
Who is that?
We here at the Thunder Group are
Don't worry about
it. A new apartment complex that would be absolutely perfect.
I'm supposed to die for your sins?
I gotta get into your filmography, man. I feel like I'd appreciate these more.
An animal caught in a trap will know if it's
that gameplay looks awesome. It looks so good.
It's an old video, dude.
You were afraid. And once I found out how powerful I was, I would abandon you all to die.
What the fuck?
The film is centered around a young really red couple who moved into a nice suburban neighborhood, only to discover that things aren't exactly what they seem.
Leave the meeting. Leave the meeting. Ah. Oh wait, what if I put Nestor in my mouth?
Fear is the mind killer.
My Lord Duke.
Where the fear is gone.
Nicholas.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to explain all this shit.
It's alright. I'll just leave it to my imagination.
It's probably gonna.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What kind of logo is that? That's like the worst logo I've ever seen in my life. Oh, it's like 4 U's. It reminds me of the Mission Impossible 3 logo where it was like M-I-I. No, it was like M-I-I-I-I. And they're all lowercase i's. It was just so stupid. It was just like me. That's my graphic design rant of the evening.
Yeah, that's good. All right, speaking of graphic design, all right, Bobby.
Yo.
Which comic book series do you think has the best logo?
Good
I tried to spin that. I couldn't think of anything.
Why'd you have to ask me a question?
I didn't.
You could just change the subject. You didn't have to.
But I didn't have a subject to go to, so I kind of panicked. But I think the X-Men, Steranko's X-Men logo, because the original one is garbage.
Did I tell you? He told me that he claimed he invented the Comics Code logo too, and he didn't get paid for it.
You did tell me that, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's one thing. I would be inclined to say the X-Men logo. I mean, God, we're just talking about like the regular trade dress logo, right?
Mhm.
Like, shit. I guess it's got to be that. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that for now. I'm gonna probably go X-Men as well. You know, rare instance of me agreeing with your ass. What was that? I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you.
All right, so because you're an artist, who are your favorite writers? Frank Miller, probably, right? Because you think Frank Miller's all right? Because he's a great artist and a great writer. I feel personally that like his writing is really what like elevated. Because I mean that's the reason why he's as good as he is. But also, I really do think. Let me grab my Dark Knight Returns, but I think his Daredevil and Wolverine work is probably my favorite. But I do love his But I didn't like honestly. What was it? His last Daredevil art that he did, the Elektra. What was it? Elektra Lives Again. I wasn't crazy about that.
It was a weird decision to have it watercolored. It was a weird decision. I liked it. It was kind of funky. Again, pretty much anything. I literally love anything Miller did pre-2000. I feel like from 79 when he got into the business until 99, which is 300, which was probably his last, not probably, which is definitively his last great work. It's just like an unmatched run of dominance. You're never going to see that again. I think his writing is excellent. What was the question again? I mean, you're just going to ask me my favorite writers, or
yeah, favorite writers in general. So okay, because I think so. Looking at Dark Knight Returns, like I definitely.
Oh yeah. Wait. Hold on. You did ask me
moments, but I honestly don't love the Dark Knight Returns artwork. Like I think it's great.
Well,
I take it back.
Hard disagree for me.
It's great. It's great, but it's I think I don't know if it's prettier or what it is. Let me pull out my Daredevil.
It's not pretty.
I don't know what to describe it because it is Klaus as well. Because it's like I was gonna say because Klaus's inks. He also did there's something about the Daredevil, the look of his Daredevil.
Well, that's the thing because a great inker and a great penciler sort of rub off on each other. Because you'll notice Klaus before he met Frank was a much different inker than after Frank, and vice versa. To the point where almost they both, when they do like convention sketches or whatever, they'll almost look like pretty similar art styles, style-wise.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, so it's like they both pretty much had a huge influence on the other, and I do think Klaus did hold down the fort pretty well after Frank left. I mean, most people won't remember for like the last 10, 12 issues of his Daredevil run, he was pretty much just doing breakdowns, and Klaus was pretty much inking the breakdowns. To be fair, though, they were pretty intricate breakdowns. Like, they would probably constitute loose pencils, honestly. So it's not a totally fair assessment, but it's just a way of saying people do sort of shortchange Klaus a little bit, even now. Because, I mean, he did Batman Gothic, phenomenal story.
I left my omnibus in front. He dropped it off, and it like rained, so it still looks great, but it's like the pages are like a little bent. It bothers me.
Oh, that sucks. Well, you know what?
And then I was transporting all of them to get signed, and I was transporting them in a bag, and all three of my Daredevil omnibuses had pages that were bent.
Damn, that sucks. I want to get those.
But they're still in such. I honestly, I was freaking out at the time. And it's like now it's like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Like I'm just keeping all of them. The art still looks great on all of them.
I may get that for myself for Christmas. I want to get a nice fat ass omnibus.
Get all three. Do you have all three of these?
I actually don't have any of them. I have I actually have the single.
On the shelf. Hang on, can you like if you see right there? They're great on the shelf. It's weird. They're like the same price, even though the Elektra one is tiny. But Elektra Assassin in this Electro Assassin is like I love that story.
Yeah, me too. You didn't even notice that I sort of changed my digs up a little here.
No, I did notice. It's nice.
I'm operating out my basement.
Here's the thing. I'm going to not have the shelf with me for a little while because I'm going to be going to Florida. I don't know how long I'm going to stay there. You know what? Looking at it again, it definitely still looks very different. Like this like Electro Lives Again style. You know what I mean? Compared to like his regular run. It's obviously because Lynn Varley's colors in part. Yeah, you know.
Well, here's the thing. You brought up an interesting point because I think Tom McFarlane has said this about Frank also. If you look at the art itself, he's not the best. Like, you're going to find people better, more dynamic anatomy. You're going to find people that hatch better. You're going to find people that are cleaner, crisper. You know, he's not the best there. But when you add up his storytelling and his amazing narrative sense, when you add up his actual insanely good writing, that's what puts him way over the top.
I agree.
But a good example of why I feel like he's also underrated as an artist to an extent is his Wolverine miniseries. Because a lot of people forget.
I've got here too.
Me too. I have the original trade.
Really?
Yeah, hold on. Actually, now it's much more convenient for me to get up and show you things.
Because his characters aren't really pretty in the but he said that on interviews that his thing is that he doesn't necessarily want it to be pretty.
Okay, see, this is the original trade.
But see, Klaus did. I don't know if he just inked it or. Ooh, that's cool.
I have the poster of this. It actually cost me a pretty penny. There's like an original promotional poster. It's like 24 by 36. They put in comic stores, and I got it. That would be something cool to get Frank to sign if I ever see him at a con.
This one is cool. This is Jansen and Buscema.
Yo, Buscema and Sienkiewicz's brief run. I think they did like 2 issues together.
Yeah.
That's some of my favorite stuff. Especially
I think it's just one.
Is it just one? I think it was. It might have been
It's
two.
the one where Wolverine and Sabretooth, you see one of the earlier encounters.
Right, but I thought there was one other one. I know that's the one I remembered immediately, but I thought there was another one. I could be wrong though. That's right. I know that story. That's amazing. I love that story because it's like Wolverine's actually like scared.
And that's really one of those things where you could tell that. Yeah, no, you're right. Sienkiewicz did do the next one.
Suck it. No, I'm joking.
But how many of the next ones did he do? All? How many did he do?
It's weird though because it just looks like straight up Sienkiewicz. Doesn't it look like?
No, it's one of those things I can see Buscema too. This is one of the weird ones where it's like you could really tell who the penciler and inker are.
Is that the Epic collection? Because I have that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Epic collection right here. That's the Mandapore Knights, one of my favorite fake countries.
Yeah, what are the best fake countries? So Madripoor is great. Madripoor is great. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Genosha kind of it's okay. At least from what I've read from the earlier stuff, it's okay. It's kinda,
Wakanda is extremely overrated.
I love
extremely overrated.
Wakanda is a brilliant concept, I think.
I disagree. Well, listen, like many things before the MCU got its grubby paws on it, it was cool, but now it sucks.
Why?
Because it's an MCU movie.
Okay, that doesn't mean that Wakanda sucks.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
First of all, Latveria is the best fictional country.
What does Latveria look like? Because I was going to say Latveria.
It's like Germany.
And
it's like Bavaria, isn't it?
What are some other fictional? I feel like, DC has like.
But wait a minute, hold on. Before we go on a whole. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I was going to tell you, I really don't follow too many writers because I remember this started because yes, my favorite writers. Really, the only one I actually follow. I do love Ed Brubaker's stuff, honestly. He's one guy where I'm like, If you write something, I'll read it.
Who did Batman the Man Who Laughs? Who was that artist? 'Cause that's the only Brubaker I
It's
think
Doug.
I've read.
It's Doug Mensch, I think, right?
Is it? No, the artist.
Doug Mensch.
Doug Mankey, you mean?
Yeah,
Mankey.
they pronounce
No,
it Mensch.
Doug Mensch is Doug Mensch.
Wait a
Doug
minute.
Mensch and Doug Mankey are two different people.
Oh! You're right. My bad.
Dumb idiot.
I get them mixed up every now and then.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. They're just.
I think
two
that's the
artists
only
that draw
Brubaker
Batman.
thing. The only Brubaker thing I've seen.
There's just two Dougs that draw Batman, whose last name also begins with M. I'm sorry.
What
I
has
got them mixed up.
Mazzucchelli done?
Past Born Again?
Like the 80s, yeah.
Almost nothing. He's almost like dude. I had a chance to meet him. I didn't take it, and I'm really still regretting it.
Because his stuff was great, and then he just like
he pulled a JD Salinger. You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
He basically, in a less bitter way, like I'm trying. It sounds like I'm criticizing him. I am a little, but it's not like the end of the world. But he just sort of got majorly and nobody really has a definitive answer why. He just got sort of done with comics out of nowhere at the top of his game, just vanished. All of a sudden, like 10 years later, he did this really, really wild experimental book, which I don't like. Most people I know don't like the style. You wouldn't be able to tell it was Mazzucchelli. It's all over the place. Some people swear it's phenomenal. It reminds me of that movie that The Rock was in with Sean William Scott, not The Rundown, but Southland Tales, where most people are like, yeah, this isn't great, but then for whatever reason, there's like 10% that are like, this is the greatest thing ever. It's weird, like, but yeah, and he's just been teaching at SVA. He's been teaching narrative, and he came out with a few signings, like one or two he's done in the last decade. I missed one of them. I was debating going, but I had a lot of work to catch up on at the school. And I made the wrong decision. But I definitely made the wrong decision.
Dude, hang on. I forgot to show this off the PopXP.
What?
I stole his thing from New York Comic Con. It's a one-of-a-kind item.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Was he supposed to like auction that off to charity or something? Like, why did he sign it?
No, I just stole it from his booth, and then he was coming back in his truck, and I just held it like this.
That's odd. You should get that shit framed, dude.
I might even auction it off, and then use the money for my comic, but I don't know. But I feel like,
I don't know.
Well, dude, because like, do you see how big this thing is?
That's why you frame it and put it over your desk. How long is that? Hold on, how long is that? Well, did you measure it? You've had to have measured it, right?
No.
Well,
I'm just
how would I know how long it is then?
I mean, okay.
What would you say? Like put it on the floor next to you so we can get.
Well, but you can't see the floor.
Like how far up does it come? All right, so it's probably around like 4 feet, right?
Yeah.
Probably less than 4 feet.
Look at my sheet attire.
I saw it on the stream. Good shit.
Yeah. What was I going? All right. All right.
Does
So
Billy remember me or not? What's your consensus on that?
If he saw you, he would.
Okay, I can live with that.
You're kind of a forgettable guy.
There's no we both know that's not true.
I know.
That I'm very far from. You could say a lot of things about me, but I don't think forgettable is one of them.
Well, I'm even more unforgettable, I would say. The fucking massive water jug.
Believe it or not, what's wrong with that? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, nothing. It's great. No, nothing. It's great. I love it. Dude, I
drink Listerine, I get shit. I drink water, I get shit.
You know what, Bobby? You have Frank Miller character hands.
Frank Miller character hands. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, you should know.
What does that mean?
His characters have massive hands. Have you never noticed that?
Making me self-conscious as shit here.
Okay, they're not actually that big. I take it back. They're not nearly as big as Frank Miller's character's hands. But no, Frank Miller's characters have fucking huge hands. You don't actually have huge hands. I mean, they're
not huge. They're like, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you, Vaughn. I've never spent a second of my life thinking about my
hand size.
Yeah, thinking about my hands in any way.
Yeah, you should.
Why?
No, I just want you to feel insecure about something. Don't worry about it.
You telling other people they should feel insecure about things, that's fucking rich.
You know what I will say? No one really, I don't think, draws Elektra as well as Frank Miller. In terms of the face, like, she has a very distinct face. She has very Greek features, the way Frank draws her.
Like, I love Frank Miller. It's really hard to choose between him and Bill, though.
Oh wait, Bill's is great too, but Bill's is like
never seen
comparable in that book though. You know what I mean? Ooh,
they are like
that was crisp.
What?
Your cough.
Yeah, I know it's coming back suddenly for whatever reason.
Yeah, hold on. I just want to show you this. So in these
talking you makes me sick a little bit. I don't know why.
You can see these. Like, it has everything. It's so great. It has letter columns. There is a great one in a Punisher epic collection that I highly recommend that has, like, Mike Barron's and then Stephen Grant, Klaus. And there's a whole thing where, like, I mean, it's just really interesting hearing their thought process. How Mike was, like, very openly, you know, his views the way he is, and Innocenti was the other way, and they just created a story showing both sides.
What do you mean by one way and the other way, Vaughn? Are you trying to skirt around some sort of issue that may be touchy?
No, all right, fine.
You don't want to address?
No, I'll address it perfectly fine. No, like, so Mike Barron was, like, more conservative, and Innocenti was more liberal.
Whoa. You're trying to get us in trouble here? Oh.
No, that's just me stating a fact.
Yeah, no, he's
and
more
they work together fine. No, when they work together fine. Even, like, I asked Innocenti, she goes, yeah, like, I haven't seen Mike in years, but if I see him at a party, like, he was a nice guy.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good when people are civil. I miss that.
Yeah, remember? Because that was one of the things. Because it was like there was this great two-parter where it was like the same story, basically, one from Punisher's perspective, one from Daredevil's perspective. And she said Innocenti viewed it as a very anti-Punisher story, which is really interesting.
You got to see. Speaking of Bill, real quickly before I forget, you got to see his video. I think it's VZA that did it on YouTube. There's like one of these comic art channels. He does like a sketch of Elektra in somebody's Elektra Assassin copy, and you gotta see it. It's far out, dude. He's like making a mess for. It's like a 30-minute video. For like 28 minutes, he's making an incomprehensible fucking mess. You can't tell where the nose is, where the mouth is, where the eyes are. I can't. It's very hard to describe. It's just a fucking mess. And literally within the last minute, it comes together right in front of you, and a fucking immaculate Elektra face just appears out of nowhere. And let me tell you something. I may kill someone to own that. That's like probably the best sketch inside a book of all time, by far.
Bill Sienkiewicz, I mean, he's a master, man. He's
a master. He's a very nice guy. He says some weird shit every now and then, but I still love him.
Yeah, he was super nice to me when I met him.
Did I tell you the story of my... Hold on. Here, I'll show this because my webcam can move a little. Let me tell you the story of this. Hopefully it doesn't get disconnected. Can you see... All right, can you see up there? Dude.
Hold on.
No, please, take your time.
I will. Thank you. So considerate.
I know you will.
All right, what were we saying, pussy?
All right, dickhead. So, you see on the left? On the left right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you see the Batman has 4 remarks right there?
Yeah.
All right, on the upper right corner, you got Tom Mandrake, my teacher, obviously. Then you got Javier Fernandez in the middle. Then on the bottom left, you got Russ Braun. And then on the
I love Russ Braun.
Great dude. That one was well, it would have been the cheapest, but actually, it's not true. But it was only $20. That's a good deal. But the last one is Bill Sienkiewicz, and I'll send you a picture sometime because I can't really extend it too far because it's like plugged into my my computer. But let me tell you a quick story. So this was at New York Comic Con, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was like the last one before the Coof. So
the what?
The Coof.
Oh, COVID. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I call it the Coof. Yeah, I don't know why. I just do. And so I was in line, and I started doing that the Batman thing, getting the remarks on there, and so we Sienkiewicz had this huge booth, right? Because that's really the who's who of Artist Alley. When you graduate and go to the main floor, and you get this whole fucking setup. He had like this fake Home Depot-esque fake like living room setup where it's just like paintings on
he
the
had that
wall.
with me too.
Yeah,
using the Alex Ross.
So basically we go up. You have to buy a signature from him, right? It was like $20 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I bought it, and this he had a handler. It was a massive dickhead.
Oh,
and the guy bringing me up, and he said he saw my thing with all the remarks on it, and he just obviously, well, correctly in this case, but he assumed that I was going to go for a remark from him, and in the most nasty, passive-aggressive, condescending way, he's like, it's $100 for a remark, and he said it in a way where it was like, can you afford it type of way, like the way he said it. And I said, no, I'm just getting the signature, right? I was with my friend, right? So I got the ticket for the signature, right? And I got him to sign one of those Spider-Man covers he did where he's locked in the asylum. I forgot which one it was. I think it was in the Hobgoblin.
Let me look this up. I don't know if I've seen this.
Yeah, it's good shit, though. But, so he signs it real quick. And then, you know what? I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I said, hey, Bill, can you give me a quick sketch on this? And he did it for free.
Let's go!
For free. He took out his pick pen, and he just...
Did the handler see this?
I think he did. Like, he wasn't like right... He wasn't like right there, but he was close enough to where you could see Bill was sketching, and he probably saw it was me. So, he wasn't like next to it, but...
Have you seen? I think the Kingpin from the Daredevil, from the Into the Spider-Verse movie is based on a Sienkiewicz.
Well, he did Love and War, which
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Love and War.
Is he like enormous? Because
huge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gigantic, Bobby.
It's an iconic thing. Yeah, no, he's a titan, Sienkiewicz. He's just one of these people that's
right there. Yeah.
See if you can find the because I haven't brought my long boxes down. Oh, that's it right there. Right there.
One?
No, keep going down. Third row, third from the left. The left. Oh, now it's different. Okay, wait, go up. It's the second row, right? Third from the right.
Third from the right. This one?
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, there you go.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got him to sign that too. He signed it in whiteout. Like a whiteout pen.
That's cool. What's this? Is this an anniversary?
I don't know.
Yeah, this looks like an anniversary.
It's just amazing. Like he just does cool shit out of nowhere. Like he does it so effortlessly. Like this is a pretty cool drawing. They did in literally 20 seconds. I actually have one he did for me 2 years ago.
Now, Bobby, would you give someone a free remark?
Yes,
You
I do
are an anniversary. I am an anniversary.
You are an anniversary. What's up, Blevins?
What's up, Levins? How you doing? What do you mean I am an anniversary though?
Can you see that?
Yeah, it's great. That's Electra Assassin is one of the most beautiful comics I've ever read.
Yeah, dude, he did it for free.
Levins, if you want the link, come on in. Well, I have to send it to you. You know what I mean. You want the link? Yeah, just ask for that. I'm waiting for the link. I thought you were sending it. Oh, I'm so. I fucked up. I told the whole PopXP guys, you guys are welcome to come in. I don't know what I was thinking. I was expecting them to beg in the public chat. I can't believe I did this.
Blevins, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you have to deal with this. You believe this incompetence here? Unbelievable. Shameful.
Dude, I feel like is a good go-to reaction on a live stream. I don't know why. Just, Oh, Buzz is live. Or Buzz is active on Facebook right now.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm only disappointed because I'm like, that probably hurts his chances of him coming in here. Unless can you stream swipe on Facebook or EFAP as the children call it, the kids?
Well, no, Buzz isn't live. I didn't mean to say. I mean he's has the little green thing by his Facebook.
He's active.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah. Ooh, this one. Wait, is this?
Yeah, what's that? Wait, dude. What's that one? The fifth one from the left on the top row, where it's half him, half.
Hey, Blevins, how you doing?
What up?
I will forgive if you watched Flash Gordon tonight. Oh, that's. I'm sorry. I
was supposed to say watches.
Yeah. All right. I will watch it. Well, probably not tonight because I'm, with these. But I
has to be tonight.
Oh,
it must be.
Well, it's already. Well, tonight it's past midnight, which means. Technically,
Vaughn, you never sleep. What are you talking about? I've seen.
Yes,
what time
I do.
Dude, you sleep like 2 hours.
That's not true. No, I sleep too much. Actually, that's my problem. I sleep way too much, way too long.
I don't believe that either.
Where do you work, or what do you do for a living, Vaughn?
Right now, I don't. I am working for a job. I don't have. Well, actually, I did get someone asked me to write
working for a job.
I mean, that is a job, like working to find something. So I'm also
working to find something. I thought you said you're working for a job.
Well, that's what I did. I misinterpreted, but I realized the way I spoke is like.
I was like, "What do you work for the mob or something? You have to keep it concealed."
Yeah. Yeah, I work for the mob.
He's like, I got to go see a guy about a thing
under the river.
It's I work in a town called None of Your Goddamn Business.
None. Mr. Business?
He's from Jersey, watch out.
Oh, speaking of Jersey, there's a great Frank Miller Daredevil issue. It's Daredevil 219. Did you ever read it? It's like set in New Jersey, but it's in the this is a Frank Miller. It was just like between his main run and Born Again. He just had this random fill-in issue.
Yes, I do remember this. This gets forgotten.
Christy Shield did some great colors.
Okay. I'm on the deal. Give me a minute.
All right.
No, not you guys. I was talking to.
Wow.
We decided to grill. It's super late, so we decided to grill.
Grill? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Midnight grilling, man. Midnight grilling. That's how it is.
Grilling.
Yeah, I saw you guys were looking at Bill Sienkiewicz stuff, man. Bill Sienkiewicz, that dude is the man.
He's phenomenal. Just as an artist, and he's extremely down to earth. Like he's just,
Yeah, my buddy's wife used to work for him.
Really?
Yeah, Jimmy. You know who Jimmy Palmiotti is?
Yes.
Yeah. His wife Amanda Connor used to work for him.
She's Elektra. Did you know that, Vaughn?
I did. I thought you were asking me if I knew that.
Wait, what do you mean?
She did the posing for.
She posed for the Elektra miniseries.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, if you look in do you have the original trade for Elektra Assassin? There's like a thank you to her. Just thank you to Amanda Connor for all the poses or something like that. I knew Blevins would know that. He's a fellow man of culture.
I had no idea that Amanda. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was still going to the Kubert School, I believe, when she got that gig.
I believe that is correct.
Wow. Hang on, now I gotta look at it.
Another Kubert School alum.
It's true. It's true.
So, wow. I didn't know that.
I just blew
So
Born's
she was
mind.
just a model? I'll have to get her to sign it. She has a great signature, too. She and Jimmy are the best. I love those two.
Yeah.
The best is technically is Billy, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Wait, for signature?
It's
No,
just Jimmy.
no, Billy's signature sucks.
Jimmy Palmiotti is my best friend in the whole wide world. So
Yeah, that's what Billy. Really? Yeah, I love Jimmy.
I do love Billy though. That dude's good times.
Wow, I didn't know that that's so crazy. I'll have to get her to sign it. I had no idea. Yeah, that is one of the most underrated stories ever. Electroset.
I wouldn't say it's underrated. I don't know. That's a big title to be bestowing.
Well, I think it's super underrated. Maybe not ever.
I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I mean, that cover for number 1 is constantly ripped off. I don't know if underrated.
The gun?
Yeah, that's
even though she hasn't even used the gun in issue number 1.
Yeah, that's true.
But she used it in a later issue, so it balances out.
People just totally gloss over. She's like, naked in that issue too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Also, didn't they imply that the dad?
They might have.
Don't say the word.
Yeah, don't say it. Say grape. Instead.
That's why I said. Oh, I wasn't even going that far. But yeah, that was dude. That was a wild story. And but I didn't get the psychic powers thing. Like, what was? Because that's never comes up in the original run. She just is psychic now. Out of after she. Why didn't she use that to fight Bullseye?
Sometimes Frank, when he writes, I'm going to call him Frank, even though I've only met him once. He does this thing where he conveys. How do I even describe this? He'll convey some really mystical thing that's very hard to wrap your head around in a way where the confusion sort of explains it by itself. He did something similar in Ronin, where how the actual Ronin transfers through Billy. I think the guy's name is the guy that's plugged into the machine, and how they switch bodies. It's sort of just like a shamble, And that's sort of how I read it. I don't think they really got into the minutia of explaining it because it's just all pseudoscience at the end of the day. So, I don't know.
Where's the hookers and cake?
Yeah!
Buzz, you want to come in? I'll send you the link. You want in? I'll send it to you on Facebook.
And what do you think? What do you think about Twitch from the Ellen DeGeneres show killing himself today?
The what?
Wait, what?
Twitch, the dancer guy from the Ellen DeGeneres show, the DJ guy, he killed himself.
Who's that? I don't know who that is, but that's upsetting.
Well, do you know what the Ellen DeGeneres show is?
Okay, Buzz, to stay in chat, I'm better. All right. Yeah, I understand that. No, I know the Ellen DeGeneres show.
He was the DJ. He was the DJ on the show.
I didn't know that. No, I never watched Ellen. Never. I watched clips on YouTube. That's about it. But that's sad, man.
Yeah, a lot of people killing themselves. First, Jason David Frank, and now this guy.
That was bad too. Yeah, Jason David Frank, man. That was.
Oh no,
Did you guys ever meet him?
I think there's some underhanded stuff there.
You think so with Jason David Frank?
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't looked into that.
I mean, that guy was super religious.
Oh, was he?
Overcoming a degree of adversity that was handed to you. His baby girl died at the beginning of the year, and then his wife filed for
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at.
Yeah, I
at
was like,
Buzz
that's
saying-
Splatoon.
No. I'm not. I just saw Oh man, the timing. We could have worse timing.
Yeah, it was really bad timing, dude.
But no, yeah, no, that was very depressing when I heard about that, especially knowing his
I didn't know.
background.
What was his background?
Martial arts, religious background, like, and also like, I mean, he had a tattoo on his arm that said Jesus didn't tap.
What does that mean? Oh, like he didn't.
Like, yeah, he was an MMA guy.
Yeah. It just that doesn't add up too. That makes sense. There's been a lot of. That's interesting. Yeah,
You know, the overcoming adversity part is probably the part that stings the most when it comes to this topic.
A lot of Christian guys in Hollywood get so much shit too. They really do. It's not
they
right.
do.
It's not right. Yeah, I mean, look, I've never heard a bad thing said about Jason David Frank. Like, he was just the guy. Like, everyone loved him. He seemed nice in everything I ever saw. Every interview, he loved the fans. You know, like, he's the kind of like. How many? He did tons of conventions too, right? Like tons. I wish I had met him.
Me too. Never met him either.
Billy goes to tons, I know too. Billy probably goes to of all the comic book people I know.
Probably the most. I remember I used to say before I really knew Billy, I would be like, man, him, Billy, and Neil Adams are like the two where like you have like a fucking show in like a parking garage somewhere in the middle of the night in like Baltimore, and they'd be there. Like,
yeah, all right, Buzz. We'll switch the topic. Yeah, very true topic. Yeah, yeah, I know, but yeah, I mean, I think who else? Michael Golden, Renee Witterstaetter, and Rodney Ramos. Those three are always
Michael Golden.
I love Michael Golden. Great guy.
Dude, that guy created Bucky O'Hare.
Really? I didn't know that. I've only read one Michael Golden.
Bucky? I said Bucky.
I said Bucky.
Bucky O'Hare.
Oh, I thought you were
cartoon is older than you are.
Well, so are all my favorite everything, really. I was talking about we were talking about this earlier, Bobby. Is there in our lifetime how many like classic characters? Tell Billy there's a T missing at the end of Jesus Christ. Jesus, I just disavow. Disavow.
Man, I can't wait to tell everybody that your friend said that in the next chat that we have, Vaughn.
Billy knows who Buzz is.
This is Buzz. Do you know who Buzz is?
Yeah, but I'm blaming Vaughn.
Blame me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Do that. Throw him right under the bus.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What were we saying before?
Yeah, Michael Golden created Rogue from X-Men. Yeah, that's the only issue I've read from Michael Golden, actually, is the annual. Well, that and the Graham Nolan Family Tales.
You were asking what character in our lifetime was created.
Yeah, how many great, because you know, in like the 80s, you had so many new characters, including Rogue. You had, and then it's like in the 2000s, early 2000s, yeah, there were some stuff.
Well, I was born in 94. I was born in 94, if you remember.
People say, like, Miles Morales.
God, I'm way older than both of you guys. It's ridiculous.
Well, that means you've got tons of great characters like coming up. But like we had, like how many first appearances?
I was born in 77.
Wow. Oh yeah, you got us licked by far in terms of characters.
I'm super old.
Wow.
But hey, I'm young at heart, man. I'm a nerd for life.
Yeah, man.
Nerds stay young forever.
It's not even just nerds. I mean, age is just a number. I mean, Stallone is still fucking making Rambo movies, and he's like in his mid-70s. I mean, you know.
Yeah, he looks good for mid-70s, man.
For 76, I mean, shit. If I'm 76, I look like that. Not bad. What were we saying about great character? I mean, look, the problem with me is you have like Spawn came out in 92, right? I was born in 94, and then you have Bane came out in 93. I'm still born in 94, so I'm just barely missing those two. I don't consider Deadpool a great character, but if I did, I would miss him too.
Really? You don't think Deadpool's a great character?
No.
You think?
Not
Who
really.
do you think? Who do you think? Because do you think Cable's? Because I got to Cable's first appearance recently. The new meet.
I do like Cable a lot more than Deadpool. I mean, and it's not really the character's fault, honestly. It's sort of like Harley Quinn. I feel the same way as with Deadpool. They sort of like
ran her too much. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Hot Topic stuff.
Oh my god, they're all dude. I remember people were like, "Oh my god, Harley Quinn and Deadpool would make a great couple."
Yeah, like that kind of thing.
Fuck you.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like that kind of shit's what really sour.
They're like the most Tumblr characters is the problem.
If I was at a party and somebody said that to me, I would just leave the party.
Yeah. All right. When Buzz said Mike Golden, he's talking about Michael Golden. Getting weapons before here, we'll get to the next one. Yeah. All right. I haven't looked at. I know people do say that Golden like influenced McFarlane. I was
Did he? Wait.
Than you see Jesus.
Wait a minute. Is he? Michael Golden really did that? The spaghetti webbing?
The spaghetti. I haven't read a ton of McFarlane actually.
You don't have to read it to know what that is.
No, but I know it. I know it. I love that. I've seen whether it's the Torment. It's Torment is the name of that storyline, right?
What? The spaghetti wedding. What?
All right, so top 10 Canadians in comics. So we got in no particular order.
Number one, obviously.
Who?
Oh, dude, characters or creators?
Yeah, creators.
Oh, creators.
Dale Keown, number
no
one.
No particular order, but Dale, Ty,
two,
John Byrne, Dave Finch is great.
I
didn't know Darwin Cook was. I didn't know he was Canadian until recently. Darwin was Canadian.
I really wish I had said hi to John Byrne that one time. That would have been nice. I didn't.
I wanted.
Like, it was across the street as I was leaving New York Comic Con, and I was like, "Is that fucking John Byrne?" Because this is like 2018, and he really didn't do cons at that time, and I ended up passing him. Not because you don't want to be that asshole that's like, "Oh, hey, John Byrne." He's like, "Who? What?" But I'm like, that looks exactly like him. Down to the like horn-rimmed glasses, like not horn-rimmed, but like they had the bar in the middle, whatever those are called. And so I took out my phone and I looked it up real quick after I passed him. Sure enough, he had a panel that day, so that was definitely John Byrne.
Wow. Yeah, the Mary Marching Marvel poster, Marvel Fanfare issues 1 to 2. Golden did that webbing. All right, I'm gonna look it up.
I can't believe you said that that Dale Keown is number one, like Canadian comic guy.
Well, are we talking in terms of artistry, or are we talking in terms of influence?
Well, I mean, still, if you look at both of those things, I mean, like, probably, I think Tom McFarlane is great in the list of Canadians, and of course, Darwin Cook was pretty big. Like, I'm a huge Batman the Animated fan, so like, Batman Adventures, that comic book is one of my favorites. You got Ty Templeton in there who does that, but I mean, above all of them though, you have Joe Shuster.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, I'm just going by personal tastes.
Oh, I thought we were making a list, bro.
I just said that as a
no. I thought we were just going by subjective taste because Dale's like one of my art heroes. Like,
Did you see the unboxing of the werewolf that Aaron Lepresti did on his show?
No, why?
You need to pull that up, Vaughn.
All right, hold on. I just want to pull up.
Aaron Lepresti did a live show where he got the original artwork from Dale Keown for the werewolf cover for his Man of God, our Wrath of
God. I haven't read it yet. I hear it's fantastic.
There's Spidey. Zoom in on Spidey.
I can't. I'm gonna have to do this again. Hold on.
Oh, you don't have an account with Heritage?
No, I didn't. What? No. All right, here it's on DeviantArt. I can zoom in on there.
But yeah,
I see it.
Blevins, it was just personal thing. Like I'm a huge Neil Adams fan, but not necessarily in terms of like his art doesn't influence me as like I want to draw like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you see it, Bobby? This is what you're
Look
talking
at
about.
that! Look at that! Buzz called it. That is spaghetti
Michael
webbing.
Golden.
Wow! Look at that! My whole life has been a lie here. Maybe not my whole.
This is great. Look at that X-Men lineup.
It feels like that because you hear McFarlane. Listen, he's a businessman. He's a salesman. He gets on there. He basically cuts promos. He definitely likes to dabble in hyperbole a little bit when he speaks. But he talks about being the originator of the spaghetti webbing or whatever. That looks exactly like how he would draw it. Quite frankly, I mean, he would draw much more of them. But it's the same basic concept where it's just wrapping around.
We're looking at what is it? Aaron Lepresti, Wraith of.
Yeah, just it's the latest video on Aaron Lepresti's
Oh.
YouTube page.
Boom.
Also, Buzz says John Byrne is Canadian.
John Byrne is definitely Canadian, and he lives like maybe 10 minutes away from Niall in Connecticut.
He lives in Connecticut?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool.
All right, let's see this.
Does Niall ever swing by and just be like, "Yo, what's up?"
No, I told him he needed to go. He needed to go talk to him. You can forward past all this. You just get to the unboxing.
I was just
We're going to open it up in just a second. Dale did one of the covers for me for my Wraith of God campaign, the original graphic novel campaign from last year. He did a werewolf cover for me, and I was able to purchase the artwork from him for that cover. So we're going to take a look at it right now. All right, this is a big box with some big art in it. Very excited to see this.
He has a little bit of trouble opening this. If you want to fast forward just a little bit.
You see it colored, you see it in print. I think we're all right.
But there you go.
Buzz also points out Golden indirectly gave birth to Image.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
This is amazing.
Boom. There it is. Look at that.
Wow.
Dude, that's just pencil, bro. Just pencil.
Oh my god.
Inked it digitally, unfortunately, so I don't have it inked. Wow.
Holy shit.
Doesn't he use a much softer lead too? So it's even more impressive.
I'm not really sure. I would love to see this dude just draw this.
See, I've seen it's hard.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine doing that. You make one mistake in a race, forget it. You ain't gonna look that clean.
That's beautiful.
That's like a print. That's printed out.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty busted. I think that is absolutely amazing.
Shit, I really wish he'd do some interiors. I mean, that would be some more Pit would be phenomenal. But
isn't it coming out? Isn't
he listen? You know how highly I think of Dale, but he gets sidetracked every now and then. Let's put it that
way. He's done though all the work that he's been asked to do. I mean, all the Cyberfrog work, he did all that, and that stuff looked incredible.
Yeah, wait, what? Yeah, do I have any of it? I don't.
We've been at
I do.
People have been, trying to get some details about Pitt from Phil, and he's been very tight-lipped about it.
I could bully Phil Diaz.
You could what?
I could bully Phil Diaz into giving me information.
He won't give you any information.
Shit.
No.
Bullying isn't the answer. Oh man!
I had some arcade games I was hoping they were going to buy for Galloping Ghost, but he didn't.
Bro, you got to keep putting. You got to keep putting Buzz's comments up. They're really funny.
Yes, nice. Golden, hang on, first, Golden indirectly gave birth to Image Comics, influenced Art Adams. Art Adams influenced Jim Lee. Liefeld and McFarlane. Wow, that's so cool. Dell needs to get more sleep, apparently. Yeah. We reacted to that stream. Yeah, everyone in the industry was talking about that. No, it's a harder lead, softer lead will smudge. Oh,
Dude,
okay.
you know how old Aaron Lopresti is, right? You know that Dale Keown is older than Aaron.
Really?
Yeah, he is. It's true, dude. He ages very
like a werewolf.
Very well.
Like a
Yeah.
werewolf.
Yeah, I mean, him, Graham, and, you know, well, since talking about men, it's okay to say their age, you know what I mean? If women, you go, I don't know her age, but men, yeah, fuck it.
Dude, I meant to tell you this, Vaughn, when you were on the stream earlier, when we were on the PopXP stream. Like, I absolutely love the idea what you were talking about sharing the story and stuff. And I actually brought that up to Niall and Billy because I thought it would be an incredible stream, right? I was like, look, we do a series of streams over the course of the next little bit, and we do it for like 4 hours, and we do we do like basically we do six shows over the course of a month and a half, and we interact with the chat and we write the story based on the ideas that the chat gives us.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of that, but that's genius.
Well, the only problem with that, though, and the whole reason why I'm getting to this point where I was telling you is because, people be like, well, that was my idea, so I want part of the part of the creation, or they would just steal the idea. They would just steal the idea outright.
I have one idea I've already pitched to Bobby that I just think is great. I think it's a stupid idea, but it's a fun idea.
Remind me.
It's called Yes and. It's basically like every couple pages we switch writer and artist, and we just do whatever. We take the story, like I'll be group editor, and we just go for however many pages.
Are you trying to comic book, trying to turn like a story forum into a comic book, where you start a deal? It's like, man, I was outside the other day and I tripped over a stump and I broke and then the next person comes in, and they're like, spirit,
Yeah. Just take it in any direction. Yeah, I think
I'll
that'd
be
be great.
going a whole nother tangent, but in a comic book. Yeah.
That's honestly an interesting idea. Thank you. Yeah, anyone who has an interest, I'd love to, because I think so too. Because I think it would be fun, and it would be like constantly. Because I was thinking about how like that kind of happens in comics anyway. You have a run, and the next writer goes this and this, and sometimes that could end really badly. But I think if we take it from a joking standpoint, like if we immediately, I think it'll be fun. I think it would just be pure fun. I don't think we take it really seriously.
And have like a kid draw it with crayons for one little section.
Bobby get a Christian.
Just immaculate artwork, and then it goes to crayons for like four pages.
Oh, I had another idea for a video where it was like we get preschoolers and then we get professional inkers have to like look at preschoolers' drawings.
Blevins, you want to see me blow Vaughn's mind again?
Hold on.
Sure,
I saw
I'm down.
Dale's video and fell from
I found out earlier, though, it's not very hard to do that.
Well, watch this. Vaughn, did you know that Todd McFarlane inked several pages of Dark Knight Returns?
Yes, we've talked about this.
When did we talk about this?
We talked about this in New York.
I don't even remember that, but all right. Well,
fuck you.
Shit. What? Fuck you. It's so easily.
Just messing with you. What's up, boys? What's up, Boros? You are Wyatt. Yeah, if you want to come in, you're more than welcome. All right, can you come in audio only? I'm tired of squinting to type. It's redundant for an Asian. Jesus, Buzz.
That's racist.
Buzz is the most. Buzz was like on his whatnot. He was like, yeah, I just kept making racist jokes. He was clarifying. He was like, it was an Asian joke, so it was okay. Oh my god,
too much.
Buzz was Buzz. Yeah, I got him to sign my my She omnibus.
You got Buzz to sign your She
Because
omnibus?
he did work in it.
I don't know what he did in She.
He did a couple pages. He did a pinup, I think. He was like, "This is mine. This is mine. This is mine." He was like going through. Yeah.
One time at New York Comic Con, some guy went up to Klaus Janson, wanted him to sign his artist edition of Ronin, and he's like, I didn't do anything in this right, and the guy just like slammed the book and then just walked away. It was really funny.
Yeah, I really want to read the new Ronin book, but I have not been able to get a copy of it yet.
It's out. I haven't read the old one yet.
Yeah, it's out. Oh my god,
the old one's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it is. It's Frank Miller. I was about to say I've never read stuff, but that's not true. I've read plenty by Frank I didn't like. But you know what I mean? Most of it is fantastic.
Did you read 300 or did you just watch the show?
Hold on, sorry, that went crazy. Your audio went crazy for a second.
Mine did?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Bobby,
Sorry,
are you? Yeah, I don't know if is it mine or is it yours?
Yeah, I'm hearing some feedback. It might be me. I don't know.
Are you hearing anything from me, Bobby?
Both of you guys are breaking up.
Hold on a second. Let me refresh.
We're breaking up?
Oh, there we go.
It's you. It's not me.
Oh, okay.
It's not you. It's wait.
No,
it's you. It's
breaking up.
Let me refresh the page. I may get kicked, but let me see.
All right, I'm not going to let you back in.
Hey, is you still hearing the sound?
No, it's good now. It's all Bobby's fault.
Uh-oh.
Typical Bobby. Okay, Bobby, Chris Kringle.
Yeah, I'm still a little fuzzy here. Hold on.
Yeah, a lot of fuzzy.
Let me just close a couple tabs.
A lot of people helped Billy and She. He was late. There's a lot of names. I got a ton of people to sign it.
I'm surprised you didn't get me to sign it.
I haven't met you in person.
But you could have asked.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Vaughn, what the fuck?
Oh,
yeah, you didn't ask me to sign it, Vaughn. What's up with that?
All right, well, next time I'll see you, I'll
disrespect.
Jimmy,
you could have mailed it to him.
Jimmy Palmiotti gave me a remark, and then Silvestri accidentally signed through it.
Nice.
Who else? Wait, so I got J.C. Vaughn to sign it, Chris Claremont, Rod Ramos, Buzz, Billy, Amanda Connor, Jimmy, Silvestri, Debbie got to sign it, and Niall signed it. All of them signed it. So still, I'm almost running out of room to even sign the damn.
Yeah, I was just a producer on the book. I actually didn't do anything.
Doesn't matter. That's producers.
I was a producer on that omnibus and a couple of new She books.
This omnibus is great. I mean, I can't imagine how much of a pain it must have been to ship, though. Can't even imagine. It must have been such a pain to ship. But it's it's just in general. Yeah, let's see. Buzz. I'm trying to.
All right.
Buzz, what did you do on She? Did you do you did when she was training with the grandpa on the roof, right? Was that the pages you did? Yeah, I think
I got an original Ronin poster behind me, actually. I just remembered. See it over there?
Wait, no. Was it this one? Or was...
We're just going to watch one flip through pages.
All right, I'm sorry. You need J.G. Jones, Nelson Asensio. Yeah, I do. Mike Bear, yeah. Ray Finkel. Yeah, I don't know if I know Ray Finkel's stuff, but I know
Ray Finkel was he was very famous for Laces Out. In fact, we found out at one point Einhard was Finkel. We found that out.
Einhard?
Yeah, Einhard was Finkel. Finkel was Einhard. he actually had an arch nemesis too. That was a pretty famous football player by the name of Dan Marino.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they were at odds with each other. Isn't that right, Buzz?
So who do you?
Laces out, bro.
I'm lost.
Laces out. Laces out, Vaughn. Get with the program. Come on.
Laces are out, bro.
Chop chop.
Dude.
Go. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about either.
I think we were talking about his gun. His gun was digging into his hip.
Who's?
That dumb dolphin.
That guy. What is like, Bobby? Do you have any idea?
Are they talking about Ace Ventura, Pet Detective?
Is that what they're talking about?
I was wondering how long you're.
I think. The criminal that had, their genitals tucked between their ass cheeks.
Yeah, that was Einhard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Ray Finkel was the kicker, but he was all about laces out.
These names sounded familiar. I didn't see that movie in ages.
I haven't seen that since I was little.
It's pretty funny.
Who? All right. Who else is So yeah, Miller. We had our obligatory Frank Miller conversation, which is good. I'm not saying it's. I just It's
I don't know when you frame it as obligatory though. It sounds
no, I
less...
mean I meant I should
Is there anything that's obligatory that's fun? I mean, think about it.
All right, my mistake.
Some people would be like, "Oh, I love to sleep. Oh, I love eating."
I do love to sleep and I do love to eat, but
Yeah,
I
but
don't love. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm like I do need, but it's like I'm just like. I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing, and then I have to stop it.
I hate sleep. I would never sleep.
I would sleep too much.
If I got one superpower, it wouldn't be to fly. It wouldn't be to have heat vision or whatever. It would be to never have to sleep ever again. That would
Really?
Just have like total normal energy without having to sleep or stop. That would be it. Never have to sleep again.
You'd be so productive.
That's why. That's why I'd want to do it. Think about it, dude. I mean, how often do you can't do something?
Or you could be more productive. Doesn't mean you will be.
No, I would be. I would be.
They got all.
They did get old men trolled.
You guys got old men trolled. Sleep is for the weak. All right. You know what? I guess I got to be stronger.
As Warren Zevon said, "I'll sleep when I'm dead."
Like it was so hard not to laugh because you guys were just like, what did he? What it said like his arch nemesis was like Dan Marino. Like Bobby was like, oh man, that's bad.
Dude, hang on. I had a similar moment to this. Should I show Blevins the? Did you see the Bruce Willis wish moment?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, hold on a second. Before you even start that, Blevins,
what's up?
Have you heard the term? The Wish.com version of...
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Vaughn, play the clip.
Oh, no.
Play the clip.
All right. I mean, this is... Hang on, let me find it. All right, here we go.
This is going to be horrible.
It is. And it's my friend immediately... So you can clip something on Twitch. Hey, Vaughn, I thought you did a great job in Dahmer. Oh, thank you.
God.
Thank you. I always love getting compared to serial killer. To be fair, I've told others.
Who says you're a serial killer? Who says you're the Dahmer? Maybe he means you're one of the victims.
No, have you seen Dahmer? Because it definitely looks like it.
Got the hair.
I thought Dahmer had brown hair, didn't he?
Incorrect. All right, here we go.
Sorry,
Ready for this?
All right. Yeah.
Beautiful face I got right there.
At least, like, shot for shot, but in Lego. Because Buzz just said, "Who's that?" Bruce Willis from Wish, and I'm like,
I think there is a
I think he's talking about the guy on the screen right now, or Vaughn.
There's no way.
One of the two.
I don't know.
Bruce Willis Wish. Oh, you mean Death Wish?
Why are you looking that up? Wish.com. Bro. You don't get.
Wait, what?
How do you not get the joke? Wish.com means like the discount version of something.
Oh.
Yeah, like when you order something from Wish.com.
End the stream right there.
So Buzz says the guy that got the award. It must have been some probably bald guy.
Bruce Willis, Wish, and then a whole bunch of typing.
Yeah, so
He got it very, very badly after that.
Fucking Googled Wish. No,
You
well, I
didn't see
Googled.
that?
No, because I Googled Bruce Willis Wish because I thought there would be I genuinely I was like, oh, he must have been in a movie called Wish, and that looks like that was
Too much fun.
Oh, man, dude, Buzz just teed that up.
And
he walked right into. Oh man,
man! I wish Buzz would have came in here. I would have loved to ask that dude some questions.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we got plenty more streams in my future. I'm not sick of it yet. I got 2 subscribers today, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's incredible. I didn't get any from the PopXP stream though. That's unfortunate.
You have to.
You didn't share your link, bro.
Yeah, you have to plug yourself more. And
I did. I said come into my stream after.
Yeah, and then you didn't share it. You didn't share the link. What are you talking about? Like I waited like an hour thinking you're gonna.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sitting here like, yeah. I mean, like the food's ready and stuff, and I'm like, hey, man, as soon as he sends me this link, I'm gonna get on the show, and then we're gonna go do something. Like 30 minutes past, I was like, well, man, maybe he had to eat first before he went live, and then I went to go look, and you were already out. Like you and Bobby were just having a good old time, and I was like, oh, what about old B-Lev?
I thought I just completely messed. There's no excuse I can make.
Yeah, Niall actually just went to sleep.
Oh, was Niall gonna come?
Yeah, me and Niall were hanging out waiting for both you guys, waiting for you to send us the link.
You suck, Vaughn. You fucking. Oh my god.
And I'm like, I was talking to Niall. I was like, hey, Niall, do we need to send Vaughn the link to? Or do we need to send him a thing to remind him? He's
yes,
like,
I guess apparently.
Probably just getting some food or something.
Oh,
he's probably just getting some food or getting ready to stream and stuff. So we just said, okay.
Take the L on.
Everybody put F's in the chat. All 2 of you.
Well, that's you're giving me respect. You're paying me respect. Because that's F just to pay respect.
No, it's not. F is for fail.
No, well, it could be. Because F could also be to pay respect.
Just take the L.
Put L's in the chat.
I'm taking the L.
Do you know why F is to pay respects?
Because it's a game, right? Where you could press F to pay respects, right? Wasn't that?
Yeah, but do you know why it was the F? Or do you know why it's F for respect?
Why?
No.
Because you had to press the F key on the keyboard to pay.
That I know. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What game was it?
There's a bunch of them.
No, but which one of them did you have to press F to pay respect?
He just said there's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
it means more than one.
Yeah, it's not like it's
Well,
one.
yeah. I didn't know. I don't know how many games you pay respect in. That's why I was.
I don't know. It could be The Godfather, the game. It could be World of Warcraft. I mean, who knows? It's just.
Yeah, I mean, like most of the time, like they have press F for respects, and then they also have press X for respect.
And I have to send Niall an apology.
All of that was primarily on Call of Duty.
You fucked this up royally, Vaughn.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare, man. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, man. That was the main one where it got started.
Blevins, don't tell me Billy was waiting too, because now
Billy had stuff to do.
All right,
but even if he was, I would have fucked it up.
Yeah, he wouldn't have got it either, though.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. He had stuff to do, honestly.
Yeah, me and Niall were definitely not productive while we were waiting for Vaughn.
What do I press to skip the press?
Basically, Buzz says he doesn't give an F.
That's fair. Yeah, we're having riveting conversations here.
We're trying, man.
I'm just trying to fill time.
Yeah,
I really didn't know that. I thought F was for fail, but you know what? Let's not.
Well, it can be.
Whatever. Let's just call it an L and.
Look,
I don't know.
I listen, guys.
Yeah,
I made him-
he checked his bank account and realized that he's all out of F's to give.
Fresh out. Fresh out. Oh,
What was that? What was that stupid Zoomer video you tried playing on the thing?
No, we're not going
No.
back to that.
Let's definitely not watch that.
Yeah, we're not
No.
going
I
back
don't
to
want to watch it. I'm just like,
It was funny. It was Psychic Pebbles.
It wasn't funny.
Well, I thought
dude,
that's what I
dude.
meant. I thought-
from the first line, I'm like,
Yeah, it started
Why?
with God, like
why?
Mary ruined Joseph's life with God's bastard child. Like that was.
Yeah, I was
at
like,
that point, it was game over.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke. It was whatever.
So let me tell you, Vaughn, I have a comic book series that you should read. It's only 25 pages or 25 issues long, but it's probably one of the greatest comic book stories I've ever read.
Yep.
And it's called The Sword.
All right, let me write it down.
who did the art?
The Luna Brothers. They wrote it and drew it and colored it.
Never heard of them. That's
Never heard of the Luna Brothers?
no.
Yeah.
Lunar? Lunar?
Luna, Luna.
Oh, no, never heard of them.
Yeah.
I'll check it out though.
Yeah, it was an Image comic. They also did another book called Girls about like these alien girls.
Is it good?
Very weird.
The Sword is what the one I need.
Yeah, The Sword is the one.
Yeah,
need.
see, Jules, I tried to show them the Hellbenders Christmas, and they didn't like it. She knows what it is.
Yeah, you did that on like that every single person in that stream is like super religious, and that's what you chose.
Well, it wasn't. Again, I didn't see it that way.
Wait, guys.
Well,
Buzz
again,
is asking, what do I need? You see, because I'm on the chat, I'm paying attention.
Oh.
Okay, even though it's not my show.
All you need is a webcam. Hopefully, your webcam has a microphone built into it if you don't already have an external microphone. But just a webcam.
You can use your phone too. That worked perfectly fine for me.
Yeah, whatever. What do you use for? I guess it depends. No, but I guess I misread the room. I just thought it was like the same. Who's this? Martin. Oh, so I have someone from Twitch.
Martin Nord Code.
Oh, what's
Hello,
up,
Martin.
man?
You know who that is?
No. No
Okay,
idea.
well,
Welcome.
Blevins, do you know about Vaughn's
What did I do now? Santa looking
about
fresh.
Vant. I was gonna tell him about.
No, we're good. We don't. We
All right.
we already.
He has the devoted fan. Let's just say it that way.
I use my phone for whatnot. I mean, that's
that'll work. Yeah,
Yeah.
just use the link through your Facebook. Like you hit the button and you should be able to pop right in.
But no, I didn't mean it, just to get it off. I didn't mean anything by that at all. I just thought it was like,
Oh man, I didn't care. I was just saying you have a lot of people like
No,
Billy like did
Yeah.
a couple of like Bible and
I knew Crusade comics. I think I knew she is very I thought of it the same way. It's just like ripping on Bobby. It was just like whatever. I didn't think it was anything. It was just, but yeah,
Wait, what?
could see like I don't know the joke.
Don't drag me into this.
Be glad Dev wasn't there. Is all I'm saying. Be glad Dev wasn't on.
It's okay.
Yeah,
What are you guys
I hadn't even seen it in years.
We're talking smack. We're getting ready to discuss some comic books. I hope.
What are you guys going to do? This is what we're going to do. We're going to tie up Vaughn and have him read a passage of the Bible. That's what we're going to do.
I've read some. I have Sergio.
Like I read the story of the Bible one time.
Well, no, I need to read the whole thing. Sergio, I have Sergio Cariello's action Bible.
Oh, I got to get that. That thing looks awesome.
I have Sergio Aragonés's "Where's Waldo" poster.
Nice. I've never seen that. I don't think.
I feel like
It's a giant poster size, like 27 by 40.
Okay.
And Waldo's on it somewhere.
Oh wow, that's gonna probably.
Yeah, it's massive.
Did you ever find it? Because
yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, if it's like, the size of a Tic Tac on 27 by 40, there's a good chance you may never find.
Well, so when I bought it, it comes with like a little envelope, and inside the little envelope is a folded copy, like a folded kind of mini poster.
Oh,
and it has Waldo circled, right?
I see.
But for some reason, I bought it on the secondary market because they're not in print anymore.
Whenever you want it, Buzz, we can talk comic gossip. Well,
yeah,
how about gossip? But comics, I don't know how gossipy we want.
Just send them the link.
Yeah, I did, Dingus. I sent it, Dingus.
Just making sure. Okay, you did it this time.
I know.
Okay?
I
Just
know.
making sure.
I've made my mistakes.
But that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you got it.
But I bought it used, so when it came in, I opened up the box, and the very first thing was the mini poster, and I saw exactly where it was circled.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't get to really enjoy it.
Do you think you would have, how difficult?
Oh man, it's super difficult. I mean, you seen where's Waldo, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if you know this. Sergio Gronez did almost all of those.
Who's this Sergio? What? Because I was talking about
Sergio Aragonés, like one of the greatest comic book artists of our time. Like he did.
Oh,
Gru the Wanderer.
The man, he did Mad Magazine too, right?
Oh shit!
What?
The stream got taken down because of copyright.
What stream?
The PopXP because of Viacom.
What did you? Oh no!
South Park.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Wait, dude, so is that my fault? Because I feel like it's not my fault.
I was gonna send someone a clip from that.
I just suggested it, man. I didn't think about it.
But that's bullshit because you were talking over it. The whole idea of copyright law is if you add to it, it's considered transformative content. You know
what? Here's what I'll do. As associate producer, if you want me to re-upload that, I'll send me the clip and I can edit it out. I'll edit up the clip
of
the South Park, and then re-upload it if you guys want. PopXP, it's up to you.
No, well, here's the deal. We just need to make sure they didn't strike him.
Strike? No, I'm just saying. But I'm saying if you want the video, like, because I know that they're easy power going on.
Yeah, we can edit all that out, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
maybe edit out my fuck up too.
Yeah, I was trying to tell him not to. Not to play it. I was like, I don't know if you really want to play that.
See, I was so into it because
he asked me, he goes, do you think I'm gonna get a copyright? Like, do you think it's gonna get copyright done? And I said yes.
Damn. That's insane.
I just hope it doesn't get a strike. Usually, he has a chance to take that part out and then redo it.
Because there's so many of these South Park funny moments videos. I just assume they didn't give a shit. But I'm also, what do I know?
That's not a ridiculous thing to think. I think it's a little bit.
Not. Yeah, come to think of it, no. You know what? I was too hard on myself, man. Because the thing we watched the scene from Slenderman. We watched the entire game.
Yeah, but hold on a second. Literally, nobody gives a shit about those other two things. I just think it's like nobody's gonna be claiming, "Oh my god, the Slenderman movie." Like this.
I didn't know Oh my god, I didn't know Viacom is they remember every time I post something even remotely related to Avatar: The Last Airbender, within seconds. I didn't know they had South Park.
I mean, that's pretty well known.
Learning experience. Shit happens. Yeah. Remember seeing The Walking Dead where it's like shit happens.
Never actually watched it or read the book.
I never read the comic. But yeah, Buzz, I sent you the invite on Facebook.
You did or you didn't yet?
I did, dingus.
Just checking again.
Oh my god. Oh, no way.
Is it happening?
Yes.
Is it Christmas?
Buzz.
Yes.
Hello.
What's up, Buzz? How you doing?
All right. You bunch of punks.
How's the night going, Buzz? How's your day?
Day's all right. Nah, man, I'm 1 o'clock. I'm old. I'm in bed.
Yeah, I'm honestly I'm like on my hood, but we'll keep going for a bit. Buzz, you got anything you're working on at
Well,
the
you
moment?
guys are not talking about the Henry Cavill thing.
Oh
man?
yeah, I
Talk
forgot.
about
We're
that a little bit, man. That's
yeah,
crazy.
Henry Cavill.
Did
He's gone.
Did you cover that? He's not going to be Superman anymore. Did you cry?
He did.
I
He
was
did
kind
cry.
Did you weep?
You want me to? I look. Here's the thing. Henry Cavill's was good casting and whatever. Mishandled. I really think it's for the best in terms of just.
Oh my god.
What,
just-
in terms of
I
just
just
cutting off the DCEU and starting fresh, cutting off the Snyder stuff.
No, I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree as well.
Okay. Well,
I mean, obviously, I think that also means they're going to cut they're going to cut Black Adam out too. I assume.
Yeah, but that's no big loss. That movie sucked.
yeah.
That's why I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
It was
horrible.
fun. I thought it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't a good movie.
But hopefully, this means that The Witcher season 4 will definitely be coming out.
You guys like that show, Witcher?
I like The Witcher pretty well. Yeah, I thought it was pretty well done.
Yeah, it was all right, but too much vomiting in that show.
That's such an odd. Is that a thing that happens a lot? In the show?
Watch the first season. It's like every episode somebody's vomiting.
That's bizarre.
Apparently, he was
That's
the
really
only
weird.
one.
It's like, and then every time that chick goes through that time warp, whatever, she comes out vomiting. You know,
That's so fun.
They're walking by the street, somebody in the background vomiting. There's a lot of vomiting going on, and if you keep listening to Cavill's voice after a while, your throat starts to feel itchy because he has to keep that raspy voice going at all time in one monotone. It's just
Yeesh.
Henry Cavill. I mean, one thing I like about him is I think he was one of the only guys. I haven't played The Witcher, but he's one of the only guys that actually respected the source material, from what I understand.
He's a bona fide geek. I love him for that.
Yeah.
No, the
He
guy
almost-
is, and he's such a genuine, nice guy, and he deserved much better treatment, And he got played. They played him. They played him so much that he gave up Witcher, and then he's not going to be Superman. That's the terrible
Hopefully they'll
part
take
about
him
it.
back, though.
They'll take him back. If you really read carefully about that meeting, was that Gunn is writing a treatment for an earlier time in Superman's life, and he's not playing him. They didn't say he's not playing him, just say somebody else is playing an earlier life in Superman. Hopefully they're trying to retell the origin or something with a younger actor,
Well, they also had a meeting apparently about the shelved Batgirl movie about James Gunn trying to do something with that.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's a bad time though when they get rid of Henry Cavill but then keep Ezra Miller.
I don't think they're keeping him per se, right? Because they just playing that so that they can release the movie. It's all damage control. They can't keep him. What this guy's got going, I mean, like he's gonna have to go like in hiding for like good 5 years before he surfaces, from all that crap. But if they're gonna drop everything, there is no room for Ezra Miller, And
Ezra Miller, yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my
the
God.
guy went out of
James-
his way to sabotage his own career. That is like the dumbest thing,
I mean, I already didn't like him because of the casting. That's fine. That happens. but holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, every week it was like,
It
here's
was like
the
an
next
onion.
thing.
It's like an Onion article every week. It's like now he has like
Wait, what happened to the family he kidnapped the family, right? Whatever
Well,
happened?
he
to
has
them?
He
Still
was
there.
starting a cult. He had a cult.
Yeah,
Still
he was a
kidnapped.
cult.
Wait,
He,
they're still kidnapped?
Yes.
Yeah, he was grooming minors.
Why is no one talking about the kid? Are they okay?
That time he got arrested like three times in a week in Hawaii. That time.
Dude,
They
did
all
he
have
get
nice,
away with
tiny
murder?
because he was grooming them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It
my
was-
god! All right, Jules
This
said
kept getting
he
worse
how
and
awful
worse.
is supposedly mock the games. I heard that they did. Wait, what was there was one? There's so much shit I keep hearing that people are like the Halo series. They were like right before it came out. First of all, you should wait until after it comes out. Not that you should say this at all, but they were like, yeah, we didn't play games for the
Well, they
Halo
do
series.
that. That's like a thing they condone now. Like I think what was it? One of these people that work for Disney or whatever, they said they actively look for people to write these shows that don't know the source
don't know
material.
I heard that.
Yeah,
That's
to get
not
a fresh
right.
to get a fresh take, which to
I
me
don't
that's
want
like
your fresh take. I want what I want.
Yeah, but
Marvel.
you do understand that. I mean, if they should be familiar with the source material, but they don't need to be full on immersed in it, because
Oh, yeah.
when that happened, and this is the ugly side of fandom, is then it's split into two all the time. There's nerds are always fighting with one another, even if they're not in the industry, if they're on the outside anyway. Who's right, who's wrong, who's more hardcore, this and that. You don't need that shit while you're trying to do
Oh,
a production.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm just saying,
No.
have a layman's sort of understanding.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be like a scholar on Spider-Man. Where, like a perfect example is Zack Snyder. I think we were talking about this the other day. Zack Snyder was saying, Ben Affleck is absolutely Dark Knight Returns Batman. And he's like, he kills people all the time, just like in the book. And it's like, all right, well, you clearly didn't read the book because
he made a point of not killing. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Like, they're so stupid.
It's like he uses the tank with rubber bullets. They have like panels where he specifically grabs it and says rubber bullets.
Yeah, no, there's a shot of him breaking the gun in half, saying that this is a tool of the enemy, and Zach is a. I like his films. I like his direction. I like movies, but
he's a great visual director.
Visually, and he knows how to turn an hour film into 2 hours by shooting a lot of slow motion, but
lots and lots of slow motion.
All these writers are Tumblrians who love pushing their fan fiction in the mainstream. I think to an extent, I don't think it's fair to say all of them, but a lot of them. But I don't. It's weird. It's weird because it's like I didn't watch the Halo series, especially when you're gonna start off like before the show is even out and say, put it on a streaming service first of all. I don't give a shit about Paramount Plus, and then on top of that say, oh yeah, we didn't play the games. Like first of all, the marketing team had to want to strangle them.
Yeah.
Like first of all, you shouldn't do that to begin with. But the fact that you're going to admit that right before it comes out is like on your streaming service that no one has.
Halo.
Who has Paramount Plus? Who has that?
So, Halo series came out about 10 years too late. Yeah, because there has been better Halo-esque shows that has been produced and did better since they were trying to make the first Halo movie. They even put out the animated stuff that was better. So yeah. So when it came out, it was just like you're watching a Halo series and go, hey, this kind of looked like a Halo series. They go, wait, this is a Halo series. It's like,
so bad.
It's become a bit of a kind of a swipe or a parody of itself. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Did any of you end up watching? Did you end up watching the Halo series?
Yeah.
No, I don't have Paramount Plus. Oh, what did you think? I didn't watch it.
Well, I got the internet, so there you go.
Yeah. So the very first episode, it's like these kids like being kids and going where they shouldn't go, and like it's just absolutely mass destruction, and then the rest of the whole rest of the series, almost all the way through, just is like a story that doesn't even seem to make any sense.
No.
And
yeah,
and like Master Chief takes his helmet off like in the first 15
yeah,
minutes.
He pulled a Stallone. He pulled a Stallone Judge Dredd on us.
Yeah.
I
mean, Carl Urban did not Judge Dredd Stallone us. He kept that helmet on the whole time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And but yeah, it was crazy. And also, the whole problem that I have like with sci-fi when it comes to TV shows, like you really don't have this a lot when it comes to movies because usually they only have a certain number of movies.
Right.
Is like, no matter what planet they go to, like it looks like a place that you'll find in your state. like the houses look like the businesses look like downtown. Like
what I noticed about
every single time. And like I was thinking, man, like they had this huge budget. I would love to see some new stuff. I mean, I want to see like some orange trees, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to see something that I can't find on Earth. you know, and it seems like that's every time any show that happened. Even I love Firefly to death, you know, and it got canceled, you know, prematurely, RIP. But you know, even Firefly, when they went to all the different places, they were all like Western towns.
Well, the thing about Firefly is though, because it was a sci-fi show, and they space travel, but there is no alien creatures or races, right? So it had to have an earthy surrounding, plus budgetary things too, and it's supposed to be kind of a Western, outer space Western.
Yeah,
I don't
they
mind
did
that
an awesome
because
job.
the cast was great, and you know, there are a lot of things you can get away with budget wise if the writing is good and if you have really good character actors, you know, holding it together. And Halo didn't, you know.
Yeah, it
And
didn't.
and then I realized, like, oh, and I like the actor. That's Liev Schreiber's little brother.
Who was?
Yeah, that's
Dave
Sabretooth's
Gaspard?
little
Halo,
brother.
Sabretooth. Wait, who was Sabretooth's little brother?
The Halo actor.
Really?
He was
Yeah,
also
that's
in American. He was in American Gods as well as
didn't know
the Lucky Charms guy, the guy who had the 4-leaf clover or the silver coin or whatever it is.
I mean, it says something though that I was so, because I've imagined so many times when playing Halo, oh, this would be a great movie. While I was replaying, like, and it's like the fact that I was just so uninterested when because I was like, when they announced the show, first of all, video game movies, you know, their reputation, but
it's true.
Then they were like, but like every single thing I heard about the show was like a red flag. Like it was like. Sometimes it's just tough, man. It's tough because it's like because I used to just get really excited every time they'd announce something. But even like the Mortal Kombat movie, also was not a fan of.
Which one you talking about?
The most recent one.
There isn't a good Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, there isn't one. There isn't a good one.
Well, get this. It's even worse. Like the second one is horrible. Like the Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh
like
God!
They literally have scenes where, like, you know, it shows the guy kicking, like he kicks Liu Kang kicks Baraka off the top of a cage, and he falls off the cage. But then they show like the exact same scene as Rain, the purple ninja, getting thrown into the fire. It's Rain, the purple ninja, going into the fire instead of Baraka.
Dude, the Rain's death was I laughed so hard at that because he's just Rain literally goes. He goes, I killed Cabal and Stryker, and he goes, did you make him suffer? And he's like, and then he kills him. He kills his own henchman.
It's a lot better movie if you drop some acid and wait for the KMFDM theme to start.
Did you guys watch? Did you watch Mortal Kombat Legacy? The
web series or something?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Isn't that the one where Michael Jai White played?
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Yeah, that was cool. And that was pretty raw too. I mean, it was like pretty violent. The latest one,
Jolene Blaylock was in it too, right?
Yeah. The latest one, I was so pissed off because the beginning with Tanaka, that actor, the Japanese actor he played Scorpion,
the guy from the last Samurai.
That whole sequence was brilliant. I was like, wow, this is really well done. And as soon as the Round Eyes came in, it went to shit.
Jesus.
But that whole sequence, I was like, wow, they really took their time. The storyboards is great, the character's great. I'm like, I'm really getting into it, the true origin of the character, you know. And then they go to modern time, and then they went to crap. And I'm
Do you know? I don't know if you know this, Buzz, but HBO was so hyped on that movie, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, Mortal Kombat this, Mortal Kombat that, it's gonna be great." Oh my god. And like they showed it, like they had a pre-screening of it, and people were just slamming it, like they were saying it was horrible, right? So what HBO Max did was that whole 10-minute intro, that whole one that took place in feudal Japan.
Yeah,
that was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, the greatest part of the whole movie. They showed that, and it caused such hype.
Yes, that was they got good. Me.
Yeah, but that was all it was.
That was it. As soon as that sequence ended, it went to crap. You know, but I tell you what though, when I was looking at the casting, right, for that, I mean, they had a lot of decent looking actors, Asian actors playing the roles. And I'm going, you know, any of these guys would have made a better Shang-Chi than the one that we got. Because I hate that movie. I call it Blend Chi because that's what it was. It was. Did you guys like?
Yeah, Shang-Chi was Shang-Chi. There's like one great fight scene on the bus, and the rest of the movie is forgettable.
Yeah, but that fight scene on the bus is like a swipe from a Jackie Chan film.
Yeah.
The scaffolding fight was swiped from a Jackie. Like if you saw any wuxia film, and if you grew up, man, I'm an old man, so I grew up in the 80s and 90s watching all this Hong Kong flicks. But you watch Shang-Chi and you're like bored because you've seen all of it before, done better in actual stunt work, you know, not rubbery CGI. And also I don't have to sit through freaking Aquafina's annoying goddamn oh god. Freaking
Aquafina.
Dude, MCU humor. It's just you need to have
she's like the Asian Steppenfetchit. I hate her so much. You know?
I think why did it have to have why couldn't it have just been a martial arts movie? Why did it have to have a giant dragon at the end? Did we really need that?
Well, they had to. It was part of the whole storyline. That whole the 10 Rings storyline, like with the big dragon. Like that's. I mean, he was. Like they had Shang-Chi
turned into Mulan at the end, you know. But you know, guys, if you really look at Shang-Chi, it's not a Shang-Chi movie. It's not. It's Iron Fist.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Iron Fist came from Kunlun, which is that mystical village, right?
Yeah.
Land. And then he had to defeat a dragon and to get his heart, and then become Iron Fist. And if you notice, Shang-Chi's mother's outfit is green and yellow, which is Iron Fist's color scheme in the original, right? And she's descendant of others like her. So I'm like, this is actually an Iron Fist movie, but they just put Shang-Chi in the middle of it. You know,
I don't like how easily they acclimated to the mythical world and there being a giant dragon. Like,
and look, if you're gonna put a fucking giant dragon in a Marvel movie, it better be Fing Fang Foom. I don't want it.
Yeah, it wasn't. It definitely was't.
Fing Fang Foom is a space dragon, right? Is that?
Yeah, but he's dragon. But I don't want to see any other dragons. It's like,
hey, Buzz, you said you're a Jackie Chan fan, man. So when I grew up. Like when my introduction to Jackie Chan was Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah,
it was pushed really big on MTV, and it's kind of what made me want to watch it.
Right.
But man, like I've seen every Jackie Chan movie that there was.
Yeah.
But man, like his movies are absolutely incredible.
And you were introduced to like the weakest of his films.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was because they shot it in Canada too. It wasn't even the Bronx. So if you're a New Yorker watching the movie, you go, "That's not the Bronx." They don't have a golf course in the Bronx. Like, I said, "Oh, look, they hire 5 black people to play the background because the same 5 people been walking around in the back." But Jackie Chan, yes, well, if you were introduced in Rumble in the Bronx, but I'm sure you went and discovered his earlier films afterwards, right?
Dude, when I saw Wheels on Mills,
that's amazing.
I lost it, man. With Benny the Jet Urquidez.
Yeah.
I thought it was insane. I thought it's one of the best ones, like him, Sammo Hung, and I can't remember the third brother that they
Yung Bao.
Yeah, I mean
Yung
that's
Bao,
stuff. Yeah, it was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And then you go from that and you end up watching Project A.
It's
what
amazing.
I'm saying with the pirates and the gold and stuff. I thought that was pretty awesome.
And then Armor of Gods and
absolutely.
I mean, even going back to Drunken Master and Drunken Master 2, but it's. I tell you, there's a movie that I actually walked out of the theater, and of all things, it was a Sylvester Stallone movie, and it was Tango and Cash.
You walked out?
Yeah.
Oh, because of the bus scene at the beginning?
Yeah, I walked out after
complete ripoff?
Yeah. And the whole scene was in the beginning, Stallone stops that truck, and he stands in front of it. he shoots at it, and then he reloads the gun, and then he shoots it. The truck stops, and the driver, like, sort of breaks. He falls out at the front of the truck and land.
Yeah.
That whole sequence was stolen from Police Story.
Yeah, Police Story.
Police
yeah,
Story?
absolutely.
Yeah, and it was terrible that they did. I was like, fuck this. I walked out. I rediscovered the film on video later on, and I watched it just for Terry Hatcher. But like, that was the thing, if you were part of that kind of underground like video theme, and who's knowledgeable about all these freaking martial art films, and then you see Hollywood start to steal a lot of shit from it, and you go,
dude, yeah, it was insane because like I remember when Super Cop came out, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah,
this is absolutely amazing. And then getting those VHS, the Jackie Chan VHS at some of the older videos, it was really hard to do at the time. There wasn't an internet at the time, so you couldn't really go online and download stuff.
Hang on a second, Blevin. Guys, VHS is a thing that
I know what VHS is.
Watch movies on. They had
movies.
I use it all the time. I still watch it.
But yeah, and at the time, like you had to order them from these companies, and most of the time they were like $40 and $50 a piece, man. So I was so I'm like buying these movies, and I remember I bought Police Story, and I watched Police Story, and I thought it was incredible. So many windows got smashed, so much glass smashed in that movie.
Well, Jackie Chan films started the post-credit scenes in films.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it just showed him getting hurt.
They would show like during the credits
the outtakes,
when
right?
the stunts go wrong. Yeah. And,
Right. Those are so great. The ones Rush Hour 2 is like my childhood.
Oh,
movie.
I was watching Rush. I haven't seen 2. I rewatched
2. I actually like 2 better because 2 is funnier. So the outtakes always have, even to this day, in stitches.
There is a and you can see in the Hong Kong films, whenever Jackie has a fall, his entire crew comes over and take care of him because they need to. And the other reason is that they don't have insurance. No studio would insure him, so they had to make sure that Jackie doesn't get himself killed.
Yeah.
So, but he almost got killed, and during the shooting of Armor of Gods.
Yep.
I believe in Australia, they couldn't get. He couldn't get his crew to work with him. He was forced to use the Australian production crew, and in one of the stunts, he fell, and they weren't there to take care of him, catch him, or put kind of a safety. And he cracked his head open, and he still have a metal plate in his head from it.
Yeah,
Almost like
Jackie
a die.
Chan?
Yeah.
That was he fell through a tree.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
that's
a
why
tree
he's very adamant about using his own stunt team in all his films, including the American ones. You'll see all the henchmen and the bad guys in the first Rush Hour movie. Those were part of his stunt team. Yeah.
Jackie Chan, I remember I saw Rush Hour 3, the first one, like when I was in middle school, and then I watched the first one for the first time fairly recently. Dude, that movie is dynamite. I
believe you missed Rush Hour 2 because that really was like one of the better ones. I mean, it had Zhang Ziyi from Crouch Tiger, Hidden Dragon in it.
Yeah, it is a better.
Yeah, that was.
That's going to be on my next.
But I'll tell you one thing about Jackie Chan. Not too many people realize it. He had that round eye surgery done.
The what eye surgery?
Round eye surgery. You know what it is? It is a
makes
surgical procedure where a lot of Asian using plastic surgery put in the second eyelid, the little, so it makes their eyes appear rounder. Yeah, talk about self-hate.
Why would he do that?
It's a cosmetic thing they do in Asia, you know? Yeah.
2 eyelids?
You know how it's not 2 eyelids. Like, you know how you guys have the second fold around eyes, right? When you open your eye, Asians don't have that. A lot of them don't have it. I have it because I have the good eye, but but some of them have that very. It's that flap that Yeah, and what they do, they put incision and they put in the second fold. And it is very apparent if you watch Jackie Chan's movies from the early 70s and then in the 80s, and he did that to appeal to more of a wider audience. He didn't want to appear too Asian. That
So-
bothered me a little bit, but
So I can't even imagine. Like, I'm not saying there aren't. I just can't imagine ever like caring. Like, oh my god, his eyes are like.
You have no idea how deep and far self-hatred goes
Yeah.
to in every race, man. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like that's
There
one
we
of the
go.
most popular. You know this different, right? You bring it up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
seeing it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is it. He looks like a totally different guy.
Yeah, the guy on the
Pretty
left,
crazy.
you know.
See, I don't think he looks totally different. I just think it's weird. Like, he's a good-looking dude. Like, I don't know.
I don't know, dude. It looks like two different people.
It looks like the guy on the left is a little more Asian.
That's not what
Wow.
I mean, but all right.
Well, it's like this. He went from widescreen to full screen.
Jesus.
Well, what I was saying earlier with the
Wow.
VHS, what I was saying earlier with the VHS tapes, like I bought Police Story 1, and then I bought Police Story 2, which was also crazy because they had dynamite.
Yeah.
At the very end, the bad guy had a bunch of sticks of dynamite, and there was a bunch of scenes of them throwing the sticks and them exploding. And this was a real deal.
The guy had real MADs on him.
Yeah, he did. And then, like, I remember I ended up spending like I want to say it was like $50, which at the time was like ridiculous. Like, it was so much money. I ended up buying $50 for Police Story 3, and I got Police Story 3, and it was Super Cop. And I was like, it was Super Cop, and I was like, man, they sent me the wrong movie. And they're like, no, that's what it was. It was Super Cop.
Yeah, there's a title change.
Yeah.
So
and then Drunken Master, of course. Like, I mean, how could you? I mean, Drunken Master was absolutely the chopstick fight scene over the piece of meat was just incredible.
Well, that's just normal in a Asian household during dinner time. I've had to use
fighting
my
over the one
chopstick
piece of
skills
chicken
to get
with
my piece of meat.
chopsticks.
That's me. Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
It was crazy.
My Charlie Fu seafood master, who when I took martial art, and I asked him, we were having food, and I was like, yeah, "What you know any of that chopsaki tricks?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?" I don't know. Show me some of that like, awesome martial arts stuff, like breaking board with your dick or something, whatever, right? I'm like, come on, let me see. Like, what are you talking about, And I was like, I don't know, impress me. I grew up all these movies that, you convinced me to take this shit. So show me something. And he's just like laughing. And the fucker took the chopstick and he threw it into the fucking side of a cabinet, and it went in about 2 inches. I was like, wow, I'm not gonna fuck with this guy. Yeah,
that is pretty
but
amazing.
as you know,
I don't
for
know
the
if it's
next
as
6 months,
impressive as Dick brick breaking, but it's still very impressive.
dude. For the next fucking 6 months, I'm throwing every piece of chopstick in my house at a door. My mother's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just trying." She's like, "What are we gonna use to eat?" I said, "Mom, first of all, do we really want to be using sticks to eat? In that drawer we have like knives and forks."
Did you ever use the knives and forks?
Yeah,
Dude, you want to know what's crazy? When I lived in New Mexico, we had a guy who was an ex-Navy SEAL. He was like a real deal ex-Navy SEAL that was teaching math. He was a math guy, and we had a deal, and he likes to tell all the stories, and he had at the end of every week he would have people ask him questions about his time in the Navy SEALs, and of course, like at the beginning, they're always like, "You ever kill anybody?" And he's like, "Yeah, I killed somebody." And and he just he was just nonchalant. And so someone asked him one time. They said, "What's the coolest way that you've ever killed somebody?" And the guy said, "It's never cool to kill someone. Let's get that straight. It's never cool to kill anybody." But I'd have to say a sheet of notebook paper. And they were like,
Wow.
"What?" They're like, "A sheet of notebook paper." And he's like, "Yeah, like we were in a hostage situation, and we were going to breach one side, and then they were going to come out the other side, but there was a third way out of the building that we didn't know about, and like the guy was there to get the girl, like he didn't have a gun or anything with him, so like when he saw the guy, he grabbed a piece of paper." And he said, "Yeah, I grabbed a piece of paper off the table, and I forged it into a stiletto, and I threw it and stabbed the guy in the jugular, and he bled out." So we were like, bullshit. We were like, bullshit. Like, call absolute bullshit on that, right? Of course, we didn't say bullshit because this is like 9th grade. So it's like absolutely just a lie. Dude, he took a piece of paper. I kid you not. Took a piece of paper, like did something, wrapped it around his thumb, turned his hand a couple times, made literally a cone-looking dart and threw it across the room and stuck it in a box.
Wow.
And then he went and got it and then unraveled it all and ripped it all up and threw it in the trash. And we asked him to show it again. He said no.
No.
Wow.
Dude, and I have Googled, I have searched everywhere how to turn a sheet of paper into a stiletto, have not been able to find it anywhere on the internet.
Yeah,
And that's a lot.
In the same situation, what I would have done was taken a piece of paper and write, "Dear Penthouse Forum, I thought this will never happen to me," and write some fucked up fucking erotic story while the guy's reading it, distracted, then you make your getaway. That's it. That's the only thing I can do.
Buzz, I got a question from someone in the chat. As a kung fu master yourself, what are your thoughts on Kung Pao?
Well, I like the chicken because it's spicy. Beef is pretty good when it comes to Kung Pao, but if that's what you're asking, the food. But if you're talking about the movie,
I think you're talking about the movie.
The
movie is great.
Well, I'm familiar with the clips of the film that they use, and it's part of the Shaw Brothers lineup from the 70s. I thought it was funny. And there were scenes where it just got like, okay, I think we get the joke. And, the part with the cow was pretty funny. I thought that was pretty cool. But that's you know what that guy is, the lead guy. That's Better Call Saul's brother.
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I figure Vaughn would know and you would, so I had to say just to so Vaughn can learn something. The Odenkirk brothers. Yep, he had a wig on, so he looks like the 70 Chopsaki heroes.
I tell you what, one of the coolest things, like, first of all, I didn't laugh at that movie at all except at the very beginning, and I don't know why I chuckle about it.
The baby fight.
No, I'm talking about when the baby rolls down the hill. The old woman picks up the baby and she turns around and then rolls the baby down the other side of the hill. I have no idea why that was so funny to me.
But you know what? I found the funniest in the whole movie was the voice of the girl. Because that's him too doing the voice. Exactly. That's the only one that gets me. Because every time she goes,
dude, they're crying too, or she's
and then the other one is like the opening of a Hot Shot Purdue, and they had to go get Charlie Sheen's character in a camp like Rambo, and he's all buffed and shit, and then he's doing the kumite over there. He's fighting to the death with the challenger, and then he fight this guy, and he kicks him in the balls, and the guy spits out 2 chestnuts out of his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes, "You win." that scene still fucking kills me. It's the dumbest shit.
Man, that was and I don't think it was Hot Shots Purdue, but I think it was the first Hot Shots when they're like, I'm flying over Area 3, like, where are you at? He's like north and First Street or whatever it is. He's like in the streets. Like, I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny.
But in part 2, he's at this like ashram, and he's with the Buddhist monks. And then, the colonel shows up with the hot chick, and all the monks are like going crazy, trying to like, they're looking at the girl and they're trying to impress her. One of the monks takes a robe off, he's all buffed and shit. Right? They're like running into each other trying to get her attention and shit, right? And then when she finally left the camp, they turn the camera, they're behind the fence. They're all like sad, with holding up signs that celibacy sucks.
Yeah, that girl was Pee Wee Herman's girlfriend in Pee Wee Big Top Pee Wee. I think her name is
Gloria Bellino, right? Valeria Galino. Valeria Galino.
Yeah.
She was in Rain Man. Yeah, she was the girlfriend in Rain Man.
No,
I guess
Hot Shots. I've seen part of Hot Shots, but not.
It's so goddamn funny.
Vaughn, you gotta up your movie game, bro.
Well, no, also Vaughn, you have to understand the films that they're parodying in those movies.
Yeah, no, I know.
And so if you guys, you guys haven't seen any of the older films, it wouldn't be as funny as it was for us. Like if you watch like Airplane, it's funny, but it's funnier to us because we know what they're making fun of. Yeah.
The ending part was so I love Leslie Nielsen. They're like the whole climatic scene of him landing the plane, and every 5 seconds he's like, just to let you know we're counting on you. He's like every 5 minutes he's so stupid.
No, that one, The Naked Gun, is fantastic too.
Oh, that's
and he did a parody. Leslie Nielsen did another parody show. Like he was also Mr. Magoo in live action Mr. Magoo, which I thought was crazy. But he did James Bond ripoff called Spy Hard.
Yeah, that was
a
parody.
And Weird Al Yankovic did the beginning scene. And at all the beginning scenes of all the James Bond, like they do the theme song. And then they have all the hot girls, like
they were fat. They
had one of these, but they had like these girls swimming, like these silhouettes of girls swimming. And then they had this really big girl come swim, and she farted in the.
And you see because it's all in silhouette, right?
It's all in a silhouette.
Yeah.
Well, I totally forgot. Leslie Nielsen is like the dad in Prom Night.
Yeah, well, he's also.
He's known for more things. I'm just surprised.
Yeah,
he's been there for like 15 years.
Actually, his contribution to pop culture, he was in the original Forbidden Planet movie.
Sci-fi movie. Forbidden Planet is one of my all-time favorite movies too.
And if you like Naked Gun is a movie adaptation of a TV series he did. Yeah. And it's called
Dragnet.
No, it's I think it was called, what is it, Police Squad or something. It's a parody. It's just like Naked Gun. The whole cast was in it.
Well, and Police Squad was a parody of Dragnet.
Yes. And then that became Naked Gun. But that was Leslie Nielsen. But no, he was a serious actor, and it was Airplane that made him this deadpan comedic dude. Yeah, but before that, it was all dramatic roles. He didn't do any comedies before that. But
God, man, Forbidden Planet was so good.
It's Tempest. Yeah, it's a sci-fi adaptation of a Shakespeare play, Tempest, with robots.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man, that's good.
Should I go back to talking about tits and ass and hookers so that you guys
hookers and blow? Like, I heard blow is only better if you do it off of a hooker's ass. That's what I've heard.
Well, blow and sushi is served better on a naked chick.
Yes.
They both grunted like,
We're just taking notes. We're taking notes.
I would know because I've definitely done that.
Did you so continuing on with like parody of movies and stuff, did you watch have you seen Shaolin Soccer or
the Stephen Chow movies?
All the
Shaolin
Stephen
Soccer,
Chow movies,
and Kung Fu Hustles. Those movies are very hard to top. That's why, when you see the attempts that made here trying to make make those films, the Stephen Chow again has a whole. He's like Mel Brooks. He's like Mel Brooks of like physical comedy over there. He has his own crew and like slew of actors that he works with, you know, and like Mel Brooks, once he lost the main core of good comedic actors, his movies weren't funny anymore. You know, like Brooks, after he lost, like he stopped using Harvey Korman and you know that was it. Harvey Korman and Cloris Leachman and Madeline Kahn. Mel Brooks' movie became corny because everything past History of the World Part 1 has been crap. You know, my opinion anyway. Like like half of Spaceballs is okay, but Stephen Chow's one is called God of Cookery. That's also a good one. The guy in Shaolin Soccer who looked like Bruce Lee became Bruce Lee in the TV series, right? Yeah.
Which TV series
wasn't he also the guy that played Bruce Lee as Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No,
Isn't
no,
that
guy. That's
well?
a different guy. That guy's Korean. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you guys like that, the way they did Bruce Lee? Because he was, correct me wrong, he was a very good martial artist, right? Because I know some people think he was
Bruce Lee is like a reverse of most of the Hong Kong actors. Hong Kong actors are actors who they had to do martial arts. Bruce Lee was a martial artist who became an actor.
Yeah.
So that's why
he thought himself really high because he developed his own martial arts called
the guy was a philosopher. He was a groundbreaker. I mean, the guy took martial art as an art form, and he was trying to excel in it. But the thing is, was he an arrogant bastard? Yeah, he was. That was part of his charm. That was part of his drive. That you know, this is how he survived in Hollywood as an Asian guy with really no pull. If he didn't have that machismo and that kind of a chutzpah, you know. Yeah. So it's exaggerated. Where I didn't find his treatment in Once Upon a Time insulting anything because the whole movie is a fantasy.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's all made up.
Yeah,
you know?
It's just that, you know, people have like, you know, they love Bruce Lee so much and they held him to such a high, you know, this fantastical freaking bar that they don't want to see that besmirched in any way. Like they don't want to see Bruce Lee loses or, you know, any of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you guys want to feel terrible about it, every time you see that stupid fake clip of Bruce Lee playing ping pong with his fucking nunchuck, I'll be more upset about that.
Wait, is that fake? That wasn't real?
That's absolutely fake.
Vaughn,
I didn't know.
I never
seen
it with nunchucks.
I thought Bruce Lee could.
No.
Man, you know, going back to Kung Fu Hustle, like I think one of the coolest scenes in Kung Fu Hustle, and you may, I don't know if you agree with this or not, but I think that the bad guys with the harpsichord, and the way that they were playing the harp basically, and then they would like run their fingers across it, and it would, like when the guy's walking up the way to find out what's going on, and you hear the sound go through, and you see the leaves get kind of like sliced up and everything, not really understanding what was going on.
Yeah,
man, I thought all that cinema was just absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's and you know the other thing is, I grew up reading a lot of the Chinese martial art comic books. I used to get them in Chinatown here, and a lot of that is taken from these books, the wuxia comics, right? So the whole thing with the Buddhist palm and all of that, that's from a couple of books called Wang Yihong and Long Fu Meng, which like you're gonna need subtitles for this, but and yes, it's the Chow's movie are not just comedies. The guy is a brilliant director and a visualist, you know. And you're absolutely right. No, that the way they shot that, it could have been in another film. It could have been in the Zhang Yimou movie, you know, and it would have been brilliant, you know.
Man, like, dude, man, I could chat that stuff all day long.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna go eat and stuff, but I do want to ask Buzz, like, I don't have our local comic book store is just absolute trash.
Okay.
So I don't have any way to get anything, and like I definitely wouldn't have had anything from earlier. But I noticed that you did a Usagi Yojimbo cover.
Yeah, that was when IDW released the new series back in 2018. A new number one. It was the first color series. So Stan was going to be in Heroes,
yeah,
and I was going to be a Heroes, and I worked with my friend from Legends Comics and Games. They were going to be at the show to do an exclusive to premiere at Heroes Con. And I did the cover for it, and I based it off of Toshiro Mifune from Yojimbo.
Yeah.
So the shot of him is actually the iconic Mifune, scratching his chin,
right?
And I just turned him into a rabbit. And the fight scene underneath is taken from the finale of the film. I just turned everybody into anthropomorphic characters, and I was very proud of that cover. I love.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
cover.
it looks incredible. I was going to ask. It said it was limited to only 500.
No, it's limited to a lot less than that. I'll tell you what happened. So IDW fucked up, and the guy who did it got fired. So fuck him. But I wanted to we had to get the book to have it for the show. It's supposed to premiere at the show, so the book's got to be in hand before that, and they screwed up, and they printed the books in Korea, and instead of using Canada or in-state printing, they were using a Korean printer at the time.
That's crazy.
And they sent it directly from Korea to Heroes. That was the only way they would have made it in time for the show. And during shipping, about 400 of them are damaged.
Shut
like
up.
When we opened the box up, there was a huge dent, like crushed. And we salvaged about little over 100 copies. The rest had to be trashed.
So I guess that's gonna answer my question. I was gonna ask you if you had one of these for sale.
I have a few that Stan signed for me. He felt so bad that he came over my table and he signed a few for me. And the store has a few. I have some comp. The rest were all bought out by a bunch of CGC employees. You saw these red shirts lining up in my fucking table because they found out that it was a
Like
low print, right? So,
that's crazy. Yeah, I would want one for me. I'm not.
I can hook you up. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I'm a huge Stan Sakai fan, and I've been dying to get him on the Pop XP. Like we've talked to Billy. Billy's friends with him. And we've been trying to get him on, but it hasn't been able to happen. But we had Kevin Eastman on the show a couple of times, and I just would love to talk to him about that whole dynamic between when you look at all the books from the past. I mean, just the whole idea that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon that came out, the line of characters they had for toys and everything. Usagi Yojimbo is one of the characters that shows up in the cartoon and everything because they were buddies with each other.
Yes,
and I think that whole dynamic is so because you don't see that anymore.
No,
wait, he shows up in the show? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does. What are you talking about?
I said he does. I said I didn't know that.
Well,
Yeah.
Usagi Yojimbo, to the non-comic book reading fans, first introduction was in the Turtles cartoon.
Yeah, it was his first appearance was in Albedo.
Yeah, it was in Albedo.
Yeah,
but to the general audience that don't read comics, kids saw him first because Usagi Yojimbo, the comic book itself, isn't really for kids. So was the Turtles originally.
Yeah, Turtles was
they were
violent as
entertaining,
shit.
but the subject matter is a little more serious than just because they were animals. Not everything was all cute and cuddly and shit. Yojimbo he's a freaking masterless samurai. So
it's called a Ronin, right? Isn't that the term?
He's a Ronin, yeah. And
Yeah,
he shows up in the Turtles cartoon, and that's how he was introduced to the general audience.
And he got a Turtles action figure too.
Yeah, he got a toy. Yeah,
got a couple of them. We got a Cyborg one and a bunch of other ones. But yeah, it's so crazy. But man, I totally would I totally would love to do that. And I also saw that you did a Batman, the Mask, like fight.
Max, yeah, the Max.
Like
yeah,
I
the
don't,
Max.
you know, I'm not interested. I'm just kind of curious. Did you actually get to talk to Sam Keith and hang
Oh,
out with him?
I know Sam. Yeah, Sam.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sam,
dude, that is incredible.
Yeah, Sam. His agent, Albert Moy, and I are also very close friends. So that's how I got to do the cover because I wanted to do it. I told Albert that, hey, listen, Albert's like, Sam's doing this. They're bringing back the Max, and he's going to team up with Batman. And I said, well, I want to do a cover. He said, well, yeah, Sam says fine. So IDW has to approve it. So I did 3 or 4 layouts, and they picked the one that I wasn't crazy about. But
It's usually how it works, right?
So
the ones that I really wanted, it's like they wanted to make sure that both characters should feature prominently, like not one is favoring the other, So the one that they use, it's fine. I like it. I wanted to do it. And also I had to tell Albert that this will have to be my exclusive, meaning I don't want this ended up in stores, because like I had nothing. I had it was for New York Comic Con, and I need an exclusive book. So, and of course it's fucking IDW. So they sent my books to freaking Torpedo Comics and John Dolmayan's store, and then they had to ship it back to me to make it in time for the show. I didn't get them until the second day of New York Comic Con. But yeah, I did that. Long story short, yes, I did that cover.
Well, yeah,
that happens all the time.
Like you don't hear anything from Sam Keith anymore. And I saw that Rob Liefeld, when he brought back out Prophet, he redid his Prophet cover. Sam Keith, same as the one that was done by Joe Quesada, and kind of played it off as like the basically Prophet Reborn book or whatever, because Rob's definitely talking about there being a Prophet movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal. But
no, they
I
are
just saw
working on
Sam
that.
Keith, and I was like, I would love to see more stuff from him.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, fuck Joe Quesada. All right, go back.
There's a lot of people that think that way. Yeah.
Did you have any bad experiences with Joe Quesada?
I don't have any good experiences with him.
Ooh, it's a good answer.
And neither does Billy. He's very nice about it, but Quesada was a jag-off from day one. So he's the reason why you've never seen me do anything for Marvel.
Really? Whoa.
Yeah, he's a prick. Yeah.
He's gone now.
Oh, I know. Fuck it.
So, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Toad fuck Mel Torme, and you get fucking Joe Quesada.
Jesus.
I do gotta say the no smoking thing is pretty dumb.
Yeah, you can't take that from Wolverine. Like his cigar is
but
like
you guys got to remember, when Marvel was just a comic book company is one thing. When you have multi-billion-dollar film franchises and toys and shit, I'll be like, hey, well, if I create a character and they say, well, he can't be smoking crack anymore, I'm like, oh, that's what gives him his power. He's crack man. He's crack man. How can he call crack man if he doesn't, smoke crack anymore, guys?
But here's the thing: he was like, his whole rationale was, my grandfather died from smoking. I don't want smoking to influence kids or whatever, and by using in our books to make them look cool, right? But when have you ever seen like teenagers smoking cigars in like behind like a high school or whatever? Like, Nick Fury smokes cigars, and Wolverine smokes cigars, the Thing smokes cigars. Like, I don't know.
And why was J. Jonah Jameson?
What I don't understand is they still let him drink, right?
Yeah,
exactly. That's my point.
Yeah,
I never got that. It was so annoying.
It's stupid, but it's and I just don't like this whole get up on a soapbox fucking fake ass excuses. They come out and say we can't sell this character to kids and make them buy toys and plushies if he has a fucking cigarette in his mouth, a cigar in his mouth.
Yeah.
I can take that. That's a business move. I go, okay, I can see that. All right, no problem. But I'm sure there were other things that his grandfather did that was fucked up, right? Can freaking Wolverine not do that? My grandfather liked to pick his ass and smell it. So Wolverine can't do that anymore.
It's
also
it's like Wolverine
rationale,
with his healing factor. Actually, would his healing factor make it worse if he got?
No, that was the thing about Wolverine. That he said he can't even drown his sorrow and sadness in alcohol because he only get drunk, but his healing factor, makes him sober up.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Wolverine's like, I can. That's the other thing too. I remember Wolverine as 5'3", short, hairy, and ugly, and pissed off. Right?
That's how he is.
So
that's how he
that's the way he should be. Now he's like 6'2", really good looking, and getting women all over the place. Why the fuck does he have anything to be angry about?
That's
because your life sucks, Wolverine.
Yeah, he's like
it hurts every time I rip my claws out. It hurts every time. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cry about that while you're begging all this.
Yeah, I actually I'm family friends with the producer of the first 2 X-Men movies, and I asked him. I said, "Was that a factor?" Because he grew up.
Not the director, right?
Yeah.
Not the director. No.
Oh, okay. Thank God. Okay. All right. Continue.
No, but
just making sure we're not going to get rated or something.
No, Tom Santo, and he said that I asked him because he grew up reading. Like, I asked him what X-Men to read. He was like, read Claremont's, and ever since then I've been hooked. His favorite character is Wolverine, which is part of the reason why Wolverine's the main character. And so I asked him. I was like, was that a factor, like with casting for Wolverine, like that the height thing? And he was just like, no, it was about the energy, really, that like the character brought.
Yeah, I think there could be a better Wolverine than Hugh Jackman one day.
Oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I like Hugh Jackman. They were gonna go with Dougray Scott, and
Danzig.
He was doing MI2, so he could. Hugh Jackman looked like a young Clint Eastwood. You look at him.
I can kind of see that.
Hugh Jackman. What's funny is
but here's the thing: at the time, you know who was drawing Wolverine that made him look like Clint Eastwood, and I dug it, is Mark Texeira. If you look at Mark Texeira's Wolverine,
yes, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I have that issue. I have that issue right over here.
He actually used fucking. I used to own that page. That he used because the attitude of Wolverine, the cool and kind of grimacing and that squint, that's Clint Eastwood. So Tex would use Clint Eastwood as reference for Wolverine when he drew him. And then when I saw Hugh Jackman, and I told fucking Tex that, yo, Mark, that's your Wolverine. That's him right there. And Jackman brought that across, and I dig that. That's why he's always the grimace. If you really look at Wolf now, when you look at Wolverine again, now that I've said it, you're going to see a lot of. When you look at him now, you're going to see that he does bring out.
Let me pull it up.
Eastwood, yeah.
You own that page? Did you say?
I had to sell it, man. I owned it for
God.
I owned it for like
This
20.
one.
That's
Yeah,
right there. Actually, that right there is a scan that I made, and I posted it online, and everybody started using it.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you post this?
No, like if you upload a picture anywhere, I had it on Comic God Fans, and before you know, it's everywhere. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. Buzz, it was awesome talking to you. Bobby, as always, it's great. Vaughn, it was cool to be on twice tonight, man.
Vaughn's got to take a shit. That's why. You know that, right? He's been turtling for the last 10 minutes.
No, I haven't. I'm my ADHD. I don't have to take a shit.
I sent you, Buzz. I sent you a friend request. I don't know if you got it or not.
I'll ignore it. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sent you a friend request. Yeah, you can ignore it. It's all good. But yeah. Anyway, it was awesome talking to you guys. Until next time. Okay.
Should we
all
go
right.
tonight? Is it?
I see you.
See you,
Peace.
Buzz.
Take care. Take care. He's probably hasn't eaten, man. That man's been trying to eat for the last 5 hours, and you guys kept him up.
It's what we do best. We convene.
All right, we got the geek out of the way. Let's talk about some bitches. What do you want to know?
What do you want to
know? What do you want to know?
That's like my dad. Well, my dad told me this. I was like in high school. I was like 14, 15 years old, right? He goes, "Hey, Bob, come over here." And he's like, "You want to know how to pick up women?" And he goes, and I go, "Yeah, sure. Okay, this is what you tell them. You you tell them, want to know how I make my dick to be 8 inches long?" You go, I fold it in half.
Yeah. Then you realize I just offered this chick a bent dick. Well, that's not good. Oh,
It's so
man.
good. What was it like drawing? Because Vampirella, were you like a fan of that beforehand, or was it? Just,
Yeah.
'cause that's-
See, here's the thing. I was a fan of the character because Vampirella, the magazine,
yeah.
which is produced by Warren Magazine.
Yeah.
The thing was, when I was younger, when you weren't old enough to buy Playboy, you can buy Vampirella because it was a comic book magazine, but it was still semi-fun. Every once in a while, there'll be a nip slip.
It's true, yeah.
And that got by the editors?
Yeah. No, because
it's a magazine. They don't care.
Kids. Yeah. It wasn't quite adult, but it wasn't meant for kids. It was just it was a black and white magazine, comic book. It's not superhero stuff. And it's right next to other adult magazines. So,
I think issue 100, there's just like a full-on nude shot of her.
Yeah. And I love the character. The character is a parody or conglomeration or mixture of Vampira and Barbarella. That's why it's called Vampirella.
Oh.
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I was just kind of assume it was female.
Yeah, Vampira. It was if you watch Tim Burton movies, she was a horror host from the 1950s. Yeah. And Barbarella, of course, was a movie from 1968 with what's her face, Jane Fonda. And now Dynamite has both properties, and they're fucking it up. Anyway, so I was a fan, and back in 93, end of 93, I was doing X Factor for Marvel. I had just gotten on the book because Quesada was leaving. And, I was an idiot. I did these pages, and they gave it to Al Milgram to ink it, and they were horrible. And I was depressed, and I was at a New York Comic-Con. One of the last conventions they held at Jacob Javits Center before they closed it down up until 2005. And I got the pages back, and I'm walking the hall, and I saw this chick dressed up as Vampirella sitting at a booth, a comic booth, and I was like, oh shit, So I went over there, and I'm like, I want to hit on her, but I don't want to be too obvious. So what I did was I went over to the table where the editor was sitting, and she was doing portfolio reviews. So I opened up my portfolio, put it in front of her, and while she was looking at my pages, I went over there and tried to mac with the model. so I'm over there like, hey, what's your name? I know your name, but what's your name? And so you're from Draculon, huh? So it's like, so while I'm doing that, I hear from the editor. She's like, so how many pages can you draw a day? See, in my line of work, if the editor is already asking you how many pages can you do a day, you got the job.
Okay.
So she was asking me that because she wanted to know if I was looking for work. And I'm going, oh yeah, then I was like, oh, screw trying to pick up the chick. This is more important because I was unhappy with what Marvel was doing to my pages. So I said, well, if I can ink myself, I can do about 2 pages a day. She's like, whoa. Oh, you do you have a contract with Marvel? I said, no, I'm freelancing. She goes, well, how do you feel about working with us? And we offer you a little more money too, but we'll let you ink. I'm like, yeah, that's a deal. And that's how I got on Vampirella. And when she gave me the script, she realized not only that I'm a fan of the character, and so that worked out. Of course, about 6 months later, and I got the royalty check for the X Factor I had already done for Marvel, and I'm going, ooh boy, maybe I should have stayed on the X book. Do you know how much money people were making? Let me give you an example. I did a 12-page story in X Factor Annual. All right, this is for an annual, which sells less than a regular title, right?
Right.
It sells for less?
Yeah, annuals, like regular titles, annuals don't, because the stories are out of continuity and they're just as special, you know? So, and for a 12-pager, you were getting, if you're a penciler, you were getting 10 cents off the dollar. Meaning if the book was $3 price tag on the cover, you know, you make 10 cents. So I made 30 cents after the first 50,000 copies are sold. The first 50,000, the money goes to the company. I don't know how that works now, but that's how it used to work. But books were selling in the millions back then, 100,000, whatever. For that 12-page story, I got like 1%. I made $36,000.
Oh.
Most comics don't even make that. I feel like in general.
Check this out. And then I did a X Factor regular series, right? And I got like 60 something grand. Yeah. So you could imagine what the main guys were making. Mark Texeira at one point, he went from doing Ghost Rider to Punisher to Wolverine. This guy was on top tier books. At one time, because he was in between the books, he had all 3 titles on the stands. Mark bought a $1 million home in freaking Westchester. Right? I mean, like, this was the kind of money we're making. Now, Vengeance of Vampirella #1 sold really well. I made good money off of it. But, you know, this is not what I was thinking about. I was just like, oh, I'm going to be an artist. And, you know, look, how dare they do this to my artwork. And I'll ink myself, blah, blah, blah. But looking back, like, yeah, no, when I quit the X Factor job, I remember Terry Kavanagh and...
Oh, I love Terry Kavanagh.
Yeah, and like the editor was like, are you crazy? I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys, yeah. You know, I want some artistic integrity. They were like, all right, kid, you know, there's like a line of guys who would jump at this. And I said, yeah, give it to him. You know, and then, you know, that's how I got on Vampirella. And because I was trying to get laid.
That was amazing.
And that led to me meeting Billy.
Yeah. And Tom Snagowski's a nice guy too. I've met him.
Tom is a sweetheart. He is. Yeah. Billy's first store signing because Vampirella and Lady Death came out 2 weeks apart. You know,
which one was first?
Lady Death came out, and then she and Vampirella came out the same week. So we're at, I think Strike Zone was this store in Queens, and they invited me to do a signing for the premiere of Vampirella. When I got there, Billy was there signing for She. So we met at that signing and became friends. And that's how I met Billy in 1994.
Is this in Astoria or no?
Astoria, yeah.
Yeah, I know where this is. This is shit. I forget where it is. I think it's on Ditmars. It's on one of those.
Yeah, it is on Ditmars, actually. Yeah, it was. I don't even know. I haven't been to Astoria. So
no, it's long gone. It's long gone. My dad works at Astoria. I go there every now and then.
But Billy and I, we became fast friends, and then we were traveling together, and because we started the Bad Girl trend, so whenever at a show, it would be me, Billy, Stephen Hughes, and Brian Pulido. We would be doing panels together, and you know, and all of it. But the thing was, Billy had Debbie. Brian was married, so was Stephen. I'm single, so I was an asshound. So I took advantage of all of that. It's like, you know,
shit.
Wow.
But yeah, that's how we became friends, and like Billy was, oh Jesus Christ, that boy is so white. Like he would mispronounce the Asian names in his own fucking book. that I would have to correct him. I'm like, you're embarrassing yourself and me, Billy.
And me.
Like we'd be doing a panel together, and then Bill would be talking about she, and then afterward I would have to go. He meant to say.
That's so fun. That was that. I mean, it sounds like the '90s. I mean, that must have been. You think that'll ever happen again in comics, like a boom that big?
No,
oh,
because
man.
we have other things now. You see, the kids back then, the gaming industry wasn't as huge as it is today.
Right.
And that Hollywood hasn't completely embraced the medium that we are in, you know?
Yeah.
And comics on their own was just starting to seep into the pop culture mainly. And it has a lot to do with Rob Liefeld, you know, and McFarlane. You know, when Liefeld started doing the Gene 501 Levi ads with freaking, you know, directed
Spike
by
Lee.
Spike Lee and shit, that went. You know, that's like Rob's contribution. No matter whether you like his artwork or not, his contribution is huge in that sense. You know, and so people looked at comic books like they were investment, like they were free floating stocks. They all thought that they're gonna put their kids through school in 10 years by buying up these books. So it drove up the sales numbers, and everyone was making money. And that won't happen again because comic books are now properties, IPs that companies keep around just so that they can make the movies and the games and the shows. They will actually keep the comic books going at a loss just to maintain the IP. Because it's a cheap way to keep the IP afloat by putting out comic books. It doesn't cost much. It costs even less now because they're not employing American artists anymore.
Oh, not at all.
Because they outsource it to the Philippines and South America and all that, because those artists will work for $100 a page or whatever, because the exchange rate is good. So they're still making good money. But no, I just heard like I'm supposed to be working. I got a project with Philip Tan that he proposed that we work together on.
Oh, nice.
And we have to do it crowdsource. Because if we try to do it through Marvel or DC, I cannot fucking work for a slave rate. And like they're gonna pay me a page rate that I can make in 1 hour doing sketches on fucking whatnot. And Bobby has now seen me actually do what I do live. I draw real fast.
He is insanely fast.
Yeah, 2 pages a day. I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
So
inked, you said?
I'm sorry.
Inked, you said earlier you could ink 2 a day.
Oh no, yeah, no. They pencil sequential pages, 2 pages a day. That's like, yeah.
That's
Kirby.
That's like Kirby fast, right?
Yeah. No, I can't do that no more. Are you crazy?
That was
because that's the thing. Realistically, I would say that most artists with things are today, they need to make about $500 to $1,000 a page to make a living. You know,
wait, how much? How much?
$500 to $1,000 a page.
I can't afford to pay that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, that's the thing, right?
That's
Because
the thing.
no, realistically, that's how much they should be getting, because after taxes and shit, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't make much, and it would take you to pencil and ink a decent sequential, really good page 2-3 days, right? So if you really think about it, you're not making much. If Marvel's top rate is like maybe $200 a page for pencils, how the fuck are you supposed to live on that? If you that means you have to bust your ass to draw 5 pages of artwork a week, right? 5 pages to make $1,000. After taxes, you get shit, right? Your rent, if you rent a 1-bedroom apartment in New York, starts at $2,000, right? So think about it. So if you work all week, busting your ass to create 5 pages of work a day for a whole month, right? Just say you take the weekend off to breathe, you know, that's $4,000 after taxes, everything, and after rent, you got nothing.
Yeah,
no
nothing.
insurance, no medical, nothing, right? So Yeah, it doesn't actually. If someone offered me a job today to draw a book for Marvel DC, I have to turn it down.
That's crazy.
I
Yeah.
don't blame you. I don't blame you. I've never even I would never even come close to like being at that level probably. But I wouldn't take it.
But what we have now, and this is what I tell my peers, my artist friends, they're a little naive about how things work. But I've always been interested in every aspect of the business. At one point, I sold comic books. That's how I got those books that I've been selling. I used to be a partner in a comic store in the 90s in Brooklyn. So I've been on the selling side, the buying side, and the producing side of comic books. So I because I get to know the industry you're in. We have the internet, we have social media, and which is the best tool to keep ourselves relevant without having to swing off Marvel and DC's tits. I mean, like suckle on it. It doesn't pay now. So I tell artists who are on books, I say, look, take advantage of the time you have working on their properties, but always remember, Batman is going to outlive you. Wolverine's going to outlive you. Okay, and they're going to continue to be around when you're dead. And fans only give a shit about the artist drawing on the title because they're buying it for the title. Marvel will not allow a creator to stay on a book more than 12 books, 12 issues. That's 1 year. That's a 1 year run, right? Because if they allow the titles, the creators to get more popular than the titles, they'll have another image on the hand, and they don't want that. They want their properties to outsell the need to have the art. So they'll rotate artists and writers like every year or so. So you can't even say this artist and you automatically think of this character, because you used to be able to do that. You think of John Byrne, X-Men. Jim Lee, X-Men.
George
Todd
Perez,
McFarlane,
Teen
Spider-Man.
Titans.
Yeah. So that's what they do, and it's set up that way. So what you do is, if you find yourself lucky enough, you think, to get on a Batman or X-Men, use that time while you're on it to promote yourself for your own art. Go on the social media. If you're on X-Men, use X-Men to pimp yourself so that you start to build a fandom that follows you for your art, not because of the book you're on, so that when you're no longer on that book, they still follow you, and then you can still, continue to make a living, continue to be relevant. And this is why I tell them, get on every freaking platform that you can handle. You don't have to, I don't understand everything. I stay on platforms that I'm more familiar with. That's why I'm on Facebook and whatnot, whatever. I'm slowly venturing out into other platforms, but my old ass is hard to fucking teach because, like half the shit, all the jargons that you kids are using, I need subtitles, So, but I encourage a lot of my creators to do the same thing. Get out there, show your work, and, pull in those followers, and then make them follow you for your art and for you, not because of the project you're on. That is also how you get the companies to notice you, and they start approaching you. People talk about Frank Cho, right? Aside from being a little short dude, Frank started doing mainstream comics after he was big doing his own.
Right.
Yeah. You want to be like Frank Cho. You want to have somebody who has control over their art, and and maintain their relevance on their own because of their art rather than what they're drawing.
Yeah, totally. And plus, that time he dunked on Robbie Rodriguez, which is like the funniest thing I've read in a while.
I just laugh. It's just like there's two jokes and somebody's not explaining one to the other. Because I like both of them, and I can see.
Oh, all right. I wasn't trying.
No, but I'm saying, the outrage show was just hilarious, and then that Robbie's side just couldn't understand why it was funny. Because Frank's a little horn dog, and he'll make fun of anything.
I could tell from his art.
Yeah, look, you know why he likes big tits? because he's so short. That's all he sees, man. You know, I would be too. You know, shit. But no, I kid. But no, he's got a really dry wit. And he's very funny. You know, and like don't take it seriously. The guy he's just laugh.
Yeah.
It's like Adam Hughes. The guy's a god, right?
Mm.
But he's also one of the funniest motherfuckers I know.
Adam,
if you ever seen his sketches and some of his covers, he is hilarious. The guy is very funny, but you don't expect that when you see like videos of him being very quiet and sitting there drawing. If you know him personally, the guy is hilarious. Like yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, I love hearing just like that kind of stuff, and just like everyone, like so many people, just seem so just cool and down to earth. Even just like at the cons, just people who are hanging out with, like everyone's really cool. I mean,
Vaughn showed up in Doug Ramsey outfit.
yeah.
And I picked it out, and he was like, "I made his weekend."
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, look, it's Cypher. It's Doug Ramsey." He's like,
Yeah. Wait, what were your thoughts on that character, by the way?
I like Doug.
Thank you.
That
Thank
character. I mean, he got treated badly. Poor kid. Until he got picked on until he met Warlock.
Yeah.
And then they killed him. I'm like, what the fuck? Because the guy's power is like, I can translate. He's like a walking subtitle. That's it. That's his power. He can talk in different languages, right? Is that it? He can translate in any language. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay.
But he was a fun character too. Like he was always
but
good.
they made him sympathetic. He was like, his POV was he gave the readers like his POV was the reader's POV because his power was so lame, and he's part of a group, and so a lot of kids kind of adhere to that character. That's a huge fandom, like of Doug Ramsey's character. And they all got heartbroken when they killed him off. But man, when Arthur Adams came in and paired, actually Bill did that first. Sienkiewicz did that first.
Was that? I thought it was Art Adams the first pair.
No. Bill Sienkiewicz created Warlock.
Yeah, I know he created Warlock. Let me see.
And Doug Ramsey premiered in Bill's run, but they
it was a little before
him.
He appeared.
They merged him in Arthur Adams' run when they went to Asgard in part of the. Jesus Christ, I'm a fucking nerd. I'm like, my brain is recalling shit on like automatic. Yeah, but
it's funny if you think about it. I mean, people always say that Batman.
No,
is like
Doug Ramsey first appeared before Sienkiewicz, right here.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah.
But he didn't join the team until Sienkiewicz.
Yeah.
Well,
right. But the McCloud run, right?
Yeah,
Ramsey was there.
It was Sal. I think it was Sal Buscema and Tom Mandrake when he first. Yeah, I mean it was great, but they inked it to like Tom Mandrake told me that he at that New Jersey con that he inked it to look like McCloud.
The man.
Yeah. Well, because they told him, because Bob started the book and they wanted to maintain a look, and then Bill came in on issue 18 and just said, "Fuck it," he tossed the table.
Yeah, it's so good.
and he came in at the worst time of this was like 1984, 85. Marvel and Shooter's fucking genius plan to change printer, and then this printing process they went into rubber printing, right? Because they used to have the printing plates done on metal, and then they went cheaper by putting them on rubber because they can produce faster. But what it did was that it stopped using the Band-Aid dots. So you'll see these books would have these really bright, sickening yellows, like ink lines were dropping out, and it was horrible. And and it was just like, but it was cheaper. And Marvel and DC, they use these printers, but that's when Bill stuff came out. So there was a lot of droppage in the art, and then
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the people were following the kind of the more cartoonish style that came before it, and they saw. As Bill was an artist, like artists love Bill, but he didn't click with the fandom until later on, because when he first came out, he was a Neil Adams clone.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
And Bill, it's funny that Bill's the only artist who emulated Neil that haven't never worked with Neil. Yeah. Bill was already formed. He came up to continuity looking for work. And Neil had nothing to give him. So Neil called up Archie Goodwin. He said, I'm sending a kid over to you. He draws like me. Give him some work. And Bill went to Marvel, and Archie put him on Moon Knight for the Hulk magazine. Moon Knight later on was written by Danny O'Neill. So Moon Knight is Marvel's Batman.
Yeah.
And they got Marvel's Neil Adams to draw Marvel's Batman. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah, exactly. You know, and
never looked at it that way.
Sienkiewicz, you think is like Neil Adams?
Yeah,
his early stuff.
He's all Neil. Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I've never read anything he did pre New Mutants, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, well, but what happened was that Bill discovered like Sergio Topi and Ralph Steadman, and Bill thing was that he wasn't going to stay in Neil's kind of frame. He was already looking to break out from it, and he decided to do that with New Mutants, and the reception was split. Like some fans did not like it because his visual storytelling isn't linear. It's everywhere. It's very cinematic, and it's very emotional. It's a very emotion driven. The way he tells stories. He will break out of panels. Character will like break out, speak out, and that didn't happen in the previous issues where everything is drawn within the gutters. And Bill would just like right off the bat, the splash page is fucking Professor Xavier getting a cannon shot to his chest, and it goes across 2 pages, blown away with blood and shit. You're like, what the fuck is this? And that just like, if looking back, it's so revolutionary that this is where it all started. Yeah.
Yep. Right here.
Right. See.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it, I could see if like nobody, if that's it, like this is the first time you're gonna see somebody draw like this.
Yeah,
I could sort of see why it might be split.
Yeah. I know someone there were
Bill Sienkiewicz diehard fans that did not want him to change his style away from the Neil's influence on Moon Knight. While Bill was trying to break away from Neil because he wanted to have a voice of his own. So but one thing that Bill had, what Neil did not do, Bill paints. He had other influences. Neil's influences were all the old masters. Bill came in where the influences, the era was changing, the influence was changing. So Bill kind of started to build a bridge, and took off from that. That's why Bill is so well beloved by the new and the old, because when you look at his artwork, it's kind of has his footing in about 4 different eras. Someone from the 1980s can look at Bill's work and appreciate it. Someone from the 90s can look at it and appreciate it. Someone now looking at it go, wow, this is some whacked out weird stuff. I love it.
That's right.
So it's like Bill got his foot firmly in not just comic book, but fine art, abstract art, modern art. All of it is in his work, and he found a way to make it all work, and still have a voice.
Yeah, I mean, I love, I think Bill's best stuff is at least that I've read is Electro Assassin.
That was his breakout because the medium was completely different. He painted. And it was a series that was painted. We gave Alex Ross his dues for first fine art painted series as sequential. But Bill did that way before Alex, but it wasn't done in a way that's way, hey, this is what real people will look like if they wore these silly outfits.
Right.
That was the thing about Marvels, is that one thing that Alex is pointing out was that, these costumes look silly. if real people wore it, you know, and they did, and you know, they look cool, but you can go, oh yeah, okay, you know, and then he kind of like the second chapter of what Alex was trying to narrate was Kingdom Come, you know, and that's where he goes, well, people can wear these things and look cool, you know, and that's what he did. I'm in that book too, so.
In which
You're in
one?
Kingdom Come?
Yeah.
What did you do in Kingdom Come?
Well, I knew Alex. He's looking.
No,
If you
I'm
go to
grabbing
the
mine.
acknowledgement in the back, you'll see Aldrin R. Yeah.
JK. Here we go.
So wait, yeah. Why did you? So Aldrin R is your real name? Is
No.
And you
Sit
go
down,
by
Blunt. I
Buzz?
got this one.
I got it too.
Well, all right. Well, you
Let's see
know,
who finds it
congratulations. Are we going to the acknowledgements in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll see listen name, and you see Aldrin R.
I see it. Yep. Got it.
Damn it.
Now, if you go if you go to issue 2 of the second chapter, there's a fight. Red Robin fights these 2 egghead aliens on top of Statue of Liberty. Those 2 egghead aliens is me. I posed for that shit. I had to lay on the fucking floor.
No way. Oh
Yeah,
my
God.
Yeah. Also, I'm actually the cameraman with a bandana and a beard in the crowd. Yeah.
Where? In which part?
Like they're interviewing people. I'll have.
I see you. I see
Yeah,
you.
I'll have. Yeah, that was. I used to have long hair and all that, but I helped design some of the characters in there too. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's so cool. I would have never.
Shit, boys.
Yeah. Wow. I would have never known that. That's crazy. Oh my god, this is awesome. Yeah. All right, I'll get you to sign this next time then.
So I 90s, man. I travel. I went like I knew a lot of the people in the business because I was so inquisitive, and you know, what happened was I don't think it's happening anymore. By the 90s in Chicago, every Thursday, right? All the artists used to get together. Local artists used to get together, and they would go to this local church as a gymnasium, and they used to play volleyball. And then afterward, they all go to a couple of the neighborhood bars and hang out afterward and shit, right? So I started going there, and man, there were like Alex Ross and Angel Medina and Mitch McConnell and not the guy in the Senate, Mitch O'Connell. I'm sorry, the artist.
Okay.
You know, like Hillary Burder and all these artists. Man, they had no egos. They're all like brethren. Like if an artist is late on a job, they all do a jam session together and all that. You know, it was like. And meanwhile, in New York, it was like, you know, you got the Casada crew, and I fucking hated the New York art scene. So I used to travel. I used to fly to Chicago Thursday, right, and hang out with them, and then I would crash on their couch until Monday, and then come home. Yeah. So I would either be at Ross's couch, on Angel Medina's apartment. To a point, it got to a point where I rented an apartment. I just stayed there for a year. You know, I lived in Chicago for a while, but that was it. I met Alex in 1994 at Heroes. Marvels came out, Vampirella came out. Our flights got canceled last day of the show. So Shelton, the host of the show, put us all up for one more night, and then he had all of us in the ballroom hanging out, bought us pizzas and dinner, and so all the artists were like drawing for each other. You know, that was pretty cool. And I met Alex there, and we started talking. And Alex was working on treatment for a proposal for Kingdom Come. And when he spoke to me, he realized you know, I look like a punk with long hair, talking about tits and ass and shit, but my heart really is in Golden Age comics because I grew up reading my dad's comics in Burma and stuff. So he was like, "You actually know this stuff?" So yeah, you know, Spice Smasher and Captain Marvel and all of that. So we stayed in touch, and when he started working on Kingdom Come, I would get him references because there were more local comic shops in New York than Chicago. So I would go and shop for he needs that famous Neil Adams 60-page giant double wraparound cover with all the Justice League standing around. That was the inspiration for the first 2 issues covers to Kingdom Come when all the characters stand. I would buy all of these books and FedEx them over to Alex because he needed a reference, and then he would ask me to do some designs for certain character. He would ask all his friends. So there's a listing of all the local artists from Chicago that helped Alex out in design. So this was a big, effort, like a group effort, and so I was part of that. And that was so cool, man. And we won't have that anymore either. It's like
absolutely. I was gonna say, sorry.
No, the New York crew was just full of fucking egos, so I didn't like it.
That's
They, I think it's this new edition because I got the new edition, the Black Label one.
Yeah.
I think they misspelled your name. Your name.
Yeah, Aldrin. Yeah, they call it with an M.
Yeah, they put an M.
I saw that shit. I was like, man. So the reason why I'm called Buzz is because I'm named after Buzz Aldrin.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
I didn't know your name the first time. I just knew you as Buzz. I didn't know you're like.
Well, that's because Facebook made me change it about 6 years ago. Remember when they were going around you had to show an ID and they were trying to verify things because God forbid there was a performer, call himself Titty Sprinkles, and then they're like, well, you're not really Titty Sprinkles. I am when you see me dance tonight at the freaking Palladium. So they because I had it as Buzz and they made me change it to Alden R and I got stuck. But so everyone knew me as Buzz. Nobody knows me as Alden R. If someone calls me Aldrin in a crowd, I would either have to run away or be very leery. Yeah, who the fuck? Because you had to have known me since I was a kid to know me as Aldrin. My nickname has been Buzz since we were in school because I'm named after. So when I started doing comic work, I decided to use Buzz. So it appears in books as Buzz. So this doesn't appear as Alden R. But when they write the check, it's Alden R. Right. So when they credit me in the book, they went by the guy they wrote the check for. So it says Alden R instead of Buzz. Yeah. I have a story to tell you. So I took a shit in Buzz Aldrin's house. I'm gonna share this and yeah.
I thought you were joking.
Buzz Aldrin has a home in Linden, New Jersey. Right?
Really?
That was his old home. It's like a museum now. You can go and look at the house, but this is a house that Buzz Aldrin grew up in.
Right.
This is around 1994. It was my friend Laura. We were partying, and I ended up I woke up in Linden, New Jersey, at her apartment, and then before we went back to Manhattan, she's like, "Hey, you ever been to your namesake's house?" I said, "No." He said he lives around here. His house is anyway. You can go and look at it. I go, "Really? That's cool." Yeah. And so I went to Buzz Aldrin's old home in Linden, New Jersey. And, we were looking around and man, all of a sudden I'm like, I don't know what the fuck we ate the night before. Probably some fucked up shit at 4 a.m, drunk, probably some falafel and pizza and bean burrito or something. I had to drop a deuce, man. I was like, fuck. Right? So I see the bathroom and I went in. So, man, I dropped a coil. And then I turn around and then it won't flush. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it's not a working fucking bathroom because the whole place is like a goddamn museum. Right? So I'm like, shit, right? So I close the lid, and then I come out, and I noticed that there was a rope roped off, but it was on the floor. So I didn't see it. I just thought it was a working fucking toilet. So I come out. She goes, I go, we gotta go. She goes, what? No, we haven't seen upstate. No, we gotta go. We gotta go. She's like, what? I'll tell you later. We gotta go.
Oh my god, I'm dead. That's amazing.
So yeah, so I don't want to the curator comes over later. Wait a minute, what's that smell?
Oh my god.
I was like, well, the other Buzz Aldrin left a moon rock in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Poor soul that had to go in there.
Go in.
There's like no other way to clean it than scoop it out.
He puts on a hazmat suit. He opens the toilet door. He goes, I'm gonna it's gonna be a one step. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's so funny.
On that note,
Yeah.
it is almost 3 a.m.
Yeah,
I am done, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for allowing me to come in and chat with you guys. We'll do this again soon.
Yeah, I'd love to, guys.
That was phenomenal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. That's great.
No problem. You guys have a good night. Take it easy now. All right. Bye-bye.
See you. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a night. I don't think we can.
No, you can't top that. You're not
All right, guys. All 2 of you still watching. Thank you for sticking around.
It's probably us still. It's probably us still.
That was amazing. All right.
That's the greatest story I've heard in a very long time.
Oh my god. All right, Bobby. It's a great night, man. See you.
See you, man.